Howdy, y'all. Welcome to BlackwaterDnD. Good pals, John. Better yarns. Oh, I'm sorry. Just came back from 10 weeks in Calgary, and it's just, I'm sorry. I feel
makes so much
have to
sense when it
switch back
comes
to my Vancouverite.
Wait, I thought you were just saying random words. That's,
No, that's cowboy lingo for those in the
Show him
know.
your feet.
No! Oh, sorry.
No!
I forgot I had those on. That's
changed.
so embarrassing.
He came back
Murder boy
changed.
now.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sean, how was cattle rustling for 10 weeks?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Cattle wrangling, because rustling is the crime version.
Right.
Cattle wrangling,
And
which
legally I
is
can't
where
say
you make
commit
the
a
group
crime.
of cows go from here to there, and they don't want to, so you make them, is the best time.
So what you're saying is that's
do-
part of the issue, like that's where a lot of the issues with the South stems from.
I also
lot of
want
fun.
to say, you gotta move them out of the parking lot. It's a real fucking issue. It's a safety hazard.
Come on. Yeah. You just sort of make sounds with them, and they go, "Ooh, okay. And then they start munching, and you're like, no, keep going. They go,
Welcome to BlackwaterDnD. Where
Cows
we
are
talk about
great.
cow wrangling.
honestly, yeah. Right.
Rustling.
Not rustling.
Not rustling. We're not rustling.
We're not
wrangling.
I
would have border
I'm gonna
You
take.
didn't steal cows when you were there?
I didn't steal cows. The cows were provided because I'm an
Provided
advocate
cows.
Wanted
which
to.
makes a human baby.
I am gonna take this opportunity to jump into announcements because now that we are all here, we're all back at the table. I just want to play some good D&D with my friends. So, I'm going to acknowledge that we are streaming tonight from the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of the Coast Salish, Stolo, Semi-Amu, Kwantlen, Sawasan, and Musqueam First Nations. While our characters play in a world that Tim has created, we are honored to live, work, and ultimately play on these lands tonight. Also, it's episode 100, y'all! I can believe that this campaign got to 100 episodes, but what is wild to me is that when at campaign 1, we were like 10 episodes away from the finish, and we're on level 13. So we've got some time, babies. This is
Yeah,
incredible.
Tim, pick it up.
Fuck.
No.
Level an episode.
Let's go! Let's go!
In fairness,
For everyone at home who has been watching campaign 2, or for those of you on YouTube who are in the process of catching up, thank you so much for your support over this 100 episodes. I will tell you, we thought very long and hard about a bit that we could do for 100 episodes, and everything
Landed on a pretty good one.
is probably not something that we could do at the table. So just all in all, a huge thank you from all of us to all of you.
Aioli.
I'm moving forward.
This is salsa?
If you
Salsa got it.
If-
You said salsa multiple times.
Just sour cream.
Demi-glaze. If you love this campaign as much as we do and you want to get caught up, you can find all of Campaign 2 over on the BlackwaterDnD YouTube page. Campaign 2 episodes released on Fridays at noon with podcast episodes from the previous week. I can't focus. This will take so long. Dropping on Mondays at noon, you can type !YouTube in the chat to find the channel links. I want to give a big thank you to our TechWater team of Chantel and Eric this evening.
Just because you don't have an individual mic doesn't mean you need to be.
That's my new woo.
I'm trying it out. I like it. No notes.
I also
I don't think I like Calgary, Sean.
I also just want to say, without our techs, we could not do this. We have had multiple techs work for us over the course of everything. Guys, I'm trying to say something nice. Shut your
And Sean
mouths.
said something terrible.
Shut your mouths. Our techs are really do keep us on the rails mostly and help us do this thing. We couldn't do it without them. So thank you to all of our technical team. Also want to give our the wonderful Chantel their flowers as now our technical director and studio manager. Don't make Chantel's job harder. Some very brief programming updates. Episode 99 dropped on the podcast. And we also have a Patreon. Jess, can you tell the folks at home about Patreon?
Absolutely. We have a Patreon. You can type !Patreon in the chat to find out more about it, or just listen to the following words fresh out of my mouth. So, Patreon is a place where you go and support us and get exclusive content and sometimes early access to stuff as well. So we have a free tier where we share one chat water a month, which is the show where we talk about what we're doing right here at the table after we do it. And one of those a month is free if you're a free Patreon, or at the Knuckle Bone tier or above, you can access every chat water, because we do one after every single episode. You also get early access to a lot of a lot of content. You get to find out sneak peeks about things before they happen, and you can get at things like our talkbacks for Godkiller, and when we do Green Room here, and Sin Eater has Just Desserts, our talkback that we do. That's also up on our Patreon. There's so much cool stuff there. You should go check it out. You also can connect it to your Discord and get access to the Patreon's only Discord. Everyone loves a secret group chat. Do it!
Thank you,
I've had
Jess.
a realization.
Yeah.
This was maybe a mistake. Like when it's just the two of them, they have room to kind of let the energy out, but we're all squished together. There's a lot of sillies over here.
Warmer than normal.
Look, we're all very excited for Sean's first episode back. Also, up for a limited time still on the Patreon is our big battle mechanics. The playtest is still available for a couple more weeks. So if you join at the free tier, you can come head on over and playtest them. Playtest closes at the end of the month, and you will see more of that within the next couple episodes here at Blackwater, as well as the big battle mechanics make another appearance sometime very soon. We were at Gamescom Canada last weekend, and oh my gosh, it was so fun. So thank you to everyone who came and said hi to us. Thank you everyone for coming out to all of our shows. It was so awesome. Thank you to those of you who took stickers and high fives and hugs and all of that kind of good stuff. This was the first con that we were all able to attend as a group, which is really incredible. And we hope to do more of that in the future. More Canadian conventions, more Canadian cons. So yay, let's do all of that kind of good stuff. I'm gonna shout this over to Adam to talk a little bit about two wonderful people who are in the Blackwater sphere who have been nominated for something awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to go support people in the Blackwater sphere, Cy Rutherford has been nominated for their brilliant work on Wayward Autumnal, and Cody Heath has been nominated for Best Villain for Ashmedai in Godkiller Balance. So go show them our support and your support. Absolutely.
In the Crit Awards.
Big them up. Big them up at the Crit Awards.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thanks. Amazing.
Big them up, dude.
Big 'em up.
Big.
So speaking of Godkiller, I'm going to take this opportunity to talk about Godkiller. Godkiller Balance features the core cast of myself with Gina and Yanis as my Godkillers, and we have a stunning crew of guests, including Christian Navarro, Tim Carlson, Anjali Pamani, Cody Heath, Christian Carlson, Luis Carrazzo, Brandon Lee Mulligan, Matt Mercer, and Abria Iyengar. We're thrilled to have this show sponsored by the wonderful folks over at Hero Forge and Moonbeam, so thank you for making this show possible. Last week, we dropped episode 15, Imbibing, with Rake and Ever back in Hood, taking some very scary substances to try and contact Nepthisicat. Our next episode is the first of a two-part finale. We are almost at the end of the series finale, part 1, Confronting. Drops Friday, June 27th at noon PST. Buckle your butts, because the last couple episodes of the series, 2 finales and then an epilogue, are stunning and beautiful. And I can't wait. I can't wait to share them with you over the next 6 weeks. And thank you for joining us on our second journey through the cradle. And speaking of podcasts, we are well through our gastronomic experience of Sin Eater Absolution. Absolution stars Jess as our Sin Eater Caradog and Adam as the Journal, and we are digesting the sins of the Evagrius family. As well, the Kickstarter for Sin Eater is coming close to its close, and I'm hoping that you've gone and backed it. So you can type !Sin Eater in the chat to head on over to the Kickstarter and back it. The game is created by our dear friend Annika Sila, and one of the stretch goals is a full album by Psy. 75 minutes of creepy, spooky-ooky music to use while you play the game by your lonesome. It is so good. It's so good. Our talkback show Just Desserts drops on Thursdays over on Patreon, and it's Adam and Jess truly dishing seconds after the episode finishes about all of the wild and crazy things that Caradog gets up to.
These upcoming Just Desserts, that might not be the case, because we recorded doubles. So what you're getting is our reaction to the episode before the episode we just recorded, because we recorded 2 back to back and then did 2 Just Desserts back to back. So there's a lot of energy of we know what both episodes contain, but we can only share about one. So there'll be really good Just Desserts, because it's a lot of high frenetic energy in those ones.
Very exciting. The next course served is episode 4, Envy, which drops June 20th at noon PST. So that's this Friday. And we hope you've brought your appetite. Finally, we have something very fun happening next week. We will be back with a brand new one-shot of an indie TTRPG called Doomsong, created by the amazing team over at Caesar Inc. Doomsong is a role-play macabre set on the cusp of an apocalypse within the realm of Panem. The dead are being turned away at the gates of hell, and it is our job as gravediggers to stop them. Their expansion book, Lord Have Mercy Upon Us, also brings us to the realm of Lethe, where gravediggers hunt down Father Plague to stop pestilence from destroying the lands. We're very, very excited to put this game on. I have been following this game since its original Kickstarter, and then for the one for Lord Have Mercy. Also, I've never received I can only think of 2 games that have been aesthetically this beautiful. The paper of the book is so amazing. They sent us pins, and we'll show that all next week. The game is beautiful. The art is stunning. So I'm very, very excited. We're going to have Tim as our GM, leading us on a very creepy little story with all of us as players. It's a very easy character creation system, which we'll also be showing to you as well. So there's 90 different options to create a character of your choosing. You can create like the weirdest little medieval guy that you want, which is very exciting. The character creation process will also be up on Patreon, so you can come see that over there as well. So that's next week, back with Doomsong. We had the kind of option when I was talking to Jack, who is one of the lead designers, to do one of their modules or a homebrew, and we obviously chose to do homebrew because we love to do that. So we're very excited to bring this to you. And that's it. So for the 100th time in this campaign, grab your tissues, grab your spider milk, grab your jorts, and your best friends. Whether you are new with us tonight or you've been with us for ages, thank you so much for your support. It's through community that we can make amazing things happen. We love you immensely, and thank you for hanging out with us at our table. We hope you feel super, super welcome here. Chantal, roll the clip, roll the clip.
All right, so for those of you just joining us tonight, last week, Best Wishes feasted in the fruit market before Bedlam's Night with varying degrees of enjoyment. Some insight was gained as Shy learned more about her ancestors' coven. A bit more information was learned about Hecate, a very powerful witch that seemed to have some experience with vampires and clearly inspired some fear in the other witches present.
Put bugs in my mouth.
Finally, the Witch Queen kicked off Bedlam's Night, inviting the witches present to enter the Sage Marsh, as Esper decided to stay behind, and Thistle opted to accept the offer to have his ethereal soul attend while his physical body stayed behind. Just before we head into the Sage March, we are gonna back it up just a little bit. Flashback. As you remember, Miri went into the Charm Bazaar and spent quite a bit of time in there. You sort of lost track of Miri for a little while. But Miri, as you enter this kind of large bazaar area, there's a number of tables all spread out. And you know that the rundown is there are charms from all sorts of different vendors. And the idea behind this Charm Bazaar is that you find one that resonates with you. You're sort of called to an object, and you have to give something personal in return, a personal item of your own in return. So as you kind of look around, I'll need you to roll a D100 as I find the page.
Do you want to know the numbers that were already drawn, Tim?
You wrote that down?
I did.
Sure.
Incredible.
You can cross-reference it once.
Yep,
After
I have them here.
Jess rolls.
Okay. Nope, that's
a D6.
yeah, that's right. Okay.
Is it?
Which one's the first one?
This is right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. We're
Yeah,
good. We're good. Okay, that's going to be a 3.
No, you're good.
All right. You find, as you kind of look through, it takes you a while to find a charm that really resonates with you. But finally you spy something that's kind of buried under a few other things. You start to move some of the charms around and you see it. A kind of tawny owl feather that's glued to a bundle of lavender-scented cotton.
Okay.
As you kind of pick it up, you see the stall owner kind of look like, oh yes, okay.
What? Can you tell me about this tawny owl feather glued to what appears to be lavender? Is this lavender scented?
Oh yeah.
And it's a natural fiber. Cotton?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it's cotton.
I thought so.
Mechanically, you can use it. It charms you get to use once, but basically once activated, you can cast levitate at will. for 24 hours.
Ooh.
Okay.
After which the charm crumbles.
Okay. This seems cool.
Yes, what would you like to offer in exchange?
Oh God, I don't have a lot of great stuff that feels particularly personal, to be perfectly honest with you. But I do have some things.
Well, good, because if you didn't have anything, you wouldn't be allowed to take the charm.
Oh, that would be bad. I've been in here for a long time, wandering around. I think my friends
very
have
bad.
lost track of me. How personal does what I give you have to be?
Well, I don't know your whole life story, so I can't really judge that. But I guess if you try to pass something off as impersonal, I can generally sort of sense these things.
But like, if I tell you that it's not like super personal, but it's a little bit personal.
You're sort of devaluing it?
Well, I don't want to deceive you.
You don't have to tell me why it's personal to you.
Okay.
But if you sort of think about that when you give it to me, it sort of imbues this item.
Okay. Well, how about Miri pulls out like a large like clipping of Hinderling hair. This is sort of from.
This is from a Hinderling.
You know them.
I have come across a Hinderling or two in my time.
How have you come across them?
Not willingly.
Yeah, usually that seems to be the case.
Yes. A number of years ago, I had a little market stall in Illume. And they would often come by and saw one of the legs a little lower, so it was always a little bit tippy. And
Yeah. Okay, that's classic.
and then I caught one, and I gave it a spanking.
It liked it though, didn't it?
It did, and that really put me off the whole thing.
Did it do the thing where they go like, "Oh yeah,
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 it did.
yeah.
It really made it worse.
It's really hard. They're difficult
And then
to punish.
I just didn't interact with them anymore. I just kind of left it alone, and eventually I think they stopped because I
kinda
didn't
have to grace
I
down
didn't
them.
give them anything.
Yeah,
I didn't give them any reaction.
that's what you have to do. You got to go rock.
I really thought the spanking would be a deterrent, but
Nope, they do
was
that.
not.
Oh yeah, keep going thing, and it's not fun.
not like that.
Yeah.
And then I started getting weird looks.
Yeah. Yes, well, as you would.
Yeah.
Naturally. And then they like that. They kind of get off on
Really
that. even
embarrassed
more.
me. I was the fool.
Yeah. And
I received the spanking. in a
Emotionally
way.
speaking.
Exactly.
Well, I do have the hair, the severed hair of one of them.
Yes.
So
This would make a potent charm.
they are, they kind of like follow me around a lot. So I actually have quite a lot of this. They keep giving me hair.
Interesting.
I know they're a cornerstone to our business, but I hate them so much.
Well, thank
Would
you.
you like this? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. All right. I believe that one's from Josie.
Oh, I wish you hadn't told me. He starts bundling it up.
Yeah.
Like it just.
Good day.
That's Josie's hair. All right.
You don't have to say it again. That's 3 times. I'm afraid you're going to invoke it.
Oh, okay. Right. They don't normally work like that.
Well, good. I don't know. I don't know too much about them.
Thank you. Is there anything else I should? What's your name?
I didn't say and I won't say.
You sure?
It's Petrov.
Petrov. Yes.
My name is Petrov.
I like that.
I'm sorry I didn't want to tell you right away. It's just
Okay.
I don't like to get too attached in case your charm, you don't like it. I don't want you to have to, track me down and go, whoa, what the fuck is wrong with this charm?
No, it's not at all.
I don't choose the charm. The charm chooses.
Yeah. No, this
Charm.
charm. I wouldn't blame you if the charm didn't work.
Yeah.
What What would you like me to do if the charm doesn't work? Just not say anything?
I think maybe just live your life.
Yeah. Okay.
And understand that that's all a part of this journey we're all on.
You never want to see me again, and that's okay.
Well, maybe not in this context, but.
Okay. Cool. No, I respect that.
I'm sorry. Did I misread the situation? Did you want to see me again?
No, it's fine. Like I think it's totally normal to have a lot of interactions with strangers that you just forget about afterwards.
Right.
But I wanted to know your name. Can't explain why.
Petrov.
Okay, I'm Miri.
Lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you. Thank you for the owl feather.
Like I said, the charm chooses the person, so
Yeah. Well, I feel chosen. So thank you.
you may exit the charm bazaar at your leisure.
Okay. Cool. Anything else I should see while I'm in here?
No, it's sort of a
that-
1 charm per person.
I hate rules, but I leave.
Tim, I have a retroactive question that I will not act on because
Okay.
we've moved past that point.
Is it about Josie?
But no, I have so many questions about that. But in the freaky fruit zone.
Uh-huh.
Were there any ones that looked like lemons?
Probably.
Fuck, missed opportunity to fuck with the hindlings.
Yeah.
I'd have made some freaky lemonade.
Lemonade, yeah.
Lemonade, yeah. There's
Gross.
definitely some that look.
Curse my mind thinking of it only now.
All right, so we flash back forward as you're all heading in. Miri, you do get to decide whether you want to enter, but if you are not going to be, if you are not a part of a coven or intending on being a part of a binding ceremony, then you are not allowed entry.
Okay.
As the Witch Queen has kind of let in. You have seen as sort
Okay,
of
gotcha.
separated.
I think I would just quickly grab a piece of, like a random piece of food off of the floor that someone's dropped and pop it into my mouth as I cast divination.
Awful.
I'm just gonna.
Floor food?
It is
Like forest
yucky.
floor.
I mean, it's
food.
lucky if I don't get hantavirus. So
Yeah.
kind of how my spell
Swamp
works.
food.
You chill with this, Nadari?
Sure. I mean, you do what you like.
You say that, but I feel like
I have
you
no.
might
I have no problem with witches.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to check. It felt respectful.
Well, it's kind of you.
Okay, well, I'm pretty kind. That's what my friends say.
Are you looking for some kind of validation?
Almost
You are kind.
never, but I think I'd like it.
You're a kind person.
Thank
Miri.
you. Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna go join a coven.
Good luck.
Yep, goodbye. Thank you.
You almost throw up in your mouth. It's awful.
Oh, that tasted really bad. I think it was sauerkraut.
So like an old hot dog.
I saw a man, an old man, walk with his bare feet over that.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I thought that was spice.
We're
but
already
it's not
through,
good.
right? Is this
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
Yes.
You're basically.
totally what tasty.
This is
Yeah,
happening.
it's trench foot. It's kind of
And then Thistle's ethereal form is.
Yes, Thistle's ethereal form is heading in. You head in as well. As you enter the Sage Marsh, you come into this beautiful demi-plane. You can see it is very dimly lit. There are small kind of will-o-wisps throughout the trees. You instantly get that kind of strong smell of sage that's growing wildly here. And you can see there is a clearing kind of in the center and a number of other smaller areas that have been cleared out as you see the coven start to move to different places within the marsh. It is very, very peaceful here.
My mom and Adri came through
Yes,
as well.
yes,
Yes.
they
Okay,
did,
good.
yes.
And as Miri comes to join us, Shy would reach over to your hand and slip something on your wrist. You would see a purple, like just like a simple, like almost like looks like a friendship bracelet. Looks like she made it of like purple ribbon with like some golden cord and chain. With like a strand of leather through it with a like an amethyst stone on it as well.
This is nice.
Yeah.
What's this for?
Being in my coven,
I didn't make you one.
you don't have to.
Okay, great. Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's very, I like it.
So you head in, and the I'm sorry, I'm blanking on the name. The other coven, the Sisters of Salt and Spray,
Yes.
are sort of leading you
The
over
sirens,
to an
the
area.
sirens.
The sirens of Salt and Spray are
We follow them, yes.
leading you over to an area where you can run your ritual, and you can see as you move through the trees these kind of these kind of tall. They almost look like hemlock trees. Are kind of dappled with beautiful starlight and the blue light of Estra. As you can see, Estra quite large in the sky that is cast over here. And you can hear the kind of singing and music that is already starting up from various covens that are sort of spread out. It seems like that's a big part of this whole thing. As you hear this music kind of drifting through, and you can see some of them begin to dance and things like that. As you come over to an area that is kind of muddy. You can see there is still some puddles and things like that as you move into it.
I'd be barefoot at this point.
Yeah. Most folks are at this point. It seems like that's
Get those
kind of
feet
like
out.
take your shoes off when
Take
you
those
come
dogs
in the house.
out.
Yeah, the piggies are out. As you come in, you see Sabine kind of leads you over and explains, all right, for the coven ritual, you will all need to offer something to bind the coven. It can be material, it can be symbolic, it can be based on your own personal offerings, what you bring to the table. Something to offer that binds you to the rest of your coven. And you must decide what the consequences are for breaking this sacred coven for each of you. What is at stake? I will give you some time.
I would look to Blueberry and Miri. And where is Thistle as all this is happening? Is like he's standing kind of at the back, observing?
You also realize you can't move too far from the Witch Queen.
Okay.
She's like, it's not like
tethered to her.
a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you've got about a 60-foot range where you can move away from her, but she's kind of moving throughout.
Sort of just flying around.
Yeah.
Because I can fly. Because I'm a spirit. So I'm just sort of like doing loop-de-loops.
You're a cognitive shadow.
Yeah, doing like loop-de-loops, little barrel rolls, waiting for it to start.
Okay.
You can see there are other the binding
started
rituals.
already?
Yeah, some of the other binding
okay.
rituals have started. You can see some of the some of the major covens have set up circles around minor covens that are kind of helping ushering in binding ceremonies, and some of them are helping kind of renew their covenant.
I'm sort of just like peeking over people's shoulders,
I have a question for you.
listening.
This cognitive shadow, this
Yeah.
spirit of yourself, is it clothed?
Yeah.
Okay, I just wasn't sure. Is your soul clothed?
Rude.
I'm just wondering. You were just doing.
At one
freeze.
point, you feel your tether kind of loosen as you get another 60 feet. So you get 120 feet as the Witch Queen moves towards Hecate.
Ooh, I'm coming to listen.
You can't get more than 60 feet closer. It literally, it's like there's
Reverse.
like a
Reverses the tether.
She's pushed you farther away, and there is a barrier.
I'm gonna watch and
closer
try
than
and see if
60.
I can like hear/see what they're saying.
Okay, make a perception check.
Glad you asked him.
So, if I understand correctly, you've been invited into a deeply sacred, personal sort of event.
He's naked doing flips.
But you're bringing the
out.
energy of like a 7-year-old that's been invited to like a funeral and is bored.
I was brought
Yeah.
here to learn what this is all about.
You opted to come in to learn what it was about.
Yeah. I'm here.
There's a distinction.
I'm here to learn what this is all about. So I'm observing these different people's
Customs?
customs.
His fucking Game Boy ran out of batteries. Dude.
What do you want?
His Game Boy that he was playing at full volume.
He keeps looking in the casket. Peeking in the casket.
Am I allowed to touch it?
Oh, that's not great. Can I use my passive?
No.
Post-roll passive ask? I love
It's like looking for something and then
16.
going.
I'll just let it find me.
No, look, there is an instance in media that is done. Inigo Montoya in
It's
The
the-
Princess Bride,
it's the
where he
yeah.
can't find what he's looking for as he goes, "Father, guide my sword." 100%, that is what that is.
That is
Rolling,
exactly what it
failing,
is.
and then asking to use your passive.
I'll just, what if I'm supposed to hear, I'll hear. You try to watch, but as they kind of move between the hemlock trees, it's hard to make out both of them at the same time. It seems cordial. There is a little bit of physical interaction as they hold hands for a few moments.
Romantically?
It seems like it's a very respectful, exchange. You can see it's like hand on hand.
Oh, like this.
Yeah, no interlocking.
Some of this.
No. It's let's
hands.
demonstrate here. Thank you. But like both hands.
Yes.
Yes. It's more like that. No, never that.
Like this?
It's never been that. Specifically not that. Getting closer,
Some of this?
but way off base. Yes.
Or like Ninja Turtles.
100 episodes, gang.
It's like, there it is.
It's a Ninja Turtle. You know the
I
Ninja
figured out what it is. What the 100th thing we're gonna do is derail 100 times. That's honestly average for us.
Stop it.
Gonna say it's just like every other episode. But yeah, you see them kind of clasp hands. You see the other witches that came with Hecate have moved away to kind of give them space. Some of them kind of eyeing you up a little bit as they see you in the trees.
Doing flips.
Peeking. But you're not able to hear what they're talking about.
Oh, to retcon.
You're wearing toe socks.
No.
Oh.
I am in the guise of like a child.
Why? Also, it's your soul. Can you choose that?
Yeah, I don't think you can. I don't know if
I'm
you
young,
on a
I'm
chair.
young at heart.
You're still a Goliath, though.
I feel
You're
like
still
his
big
soul is a
boy.
literal
No, no,
tree,
no.
so it's just a tree floating
it's just
around.
it's like your physical form, but in ethereal.
But it's my spirit.
It's my spirit.
And I'm a child at heart. So I'm a little boy.
No, you've done too many drugs to be a child at heart. I'm sorry.
I'm a little boy.
But it seems to end cordially. But you do see Hecate kind of look your way.
Little boy Thistle waves.
And she kind of narrows her eyes. As the Witch Queen kind of looks, you feel that tether sort of push farther away.
Wait, I have a solution to this. Thistle, like the Emperor's New Clothes, thinks he's a little boy's soul, but to everyone else, he looks like regular Thistle.
Old man.
I'm a little boy.
But yes, back over here, you hear the kind of singing as your binding ritual begins. You hear the sirens start to sing around you, creating that container as we go into this binding ritual.
Yeah.
What would you all like to contribute? We can go one at a time. Who would like to start?
That's a crime.
I think as Shy is standing there holding hands with, I would probably,
Your brother and your mom.
My mom.
are there as well.
we're all holding hands in the center, and Shy, like, I look at all of you and I don't really know what I'm doing with this, but I want you to know that what I can offer you is my time. My time is something I hold quite dear to me because it's the time I spend with people. It's what I do in that time that feels important. And whether you need that time for me to accompany you, to listen to you, to talk to you, to be there for you, to protect you, to fight alongside you, I offer my time within the bonds of this coven. And if I choose to break with that and abjure that time from you, it feels only pertinent to me that I lose the small magic that I have. If I break this coven, I will give up the small amount of magic I have.
All right. I will allow you to choose. I'm going to roll a saving throw.
Okay?
I will allow you to choose from either dexterity, constitution, or wisdom.
Dexterity.
All right. As you feel that kind of innate connection between time and speed, and how you move, and how the speed at which you can move sometimes dilates that time. You try to tap into that as you form that bond. The DC is 16.
22.
Great. So you feel as the kind of singing moves around you, you feel your magic start to light up in your hands, and you watch as it pulses around the group as the first binding has been set. Who would like to go next?
I can maybe go next. I don't want to jump in.
I think if there was ever a time to jump in, it's now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I also don't know what I'm doing, so I think we're all in the not knowing what we're doing what we're knowing. You know what I mean. So I was gonna give this to Petrov at the bazaar, but I think it's better for you too. And Miri sort of like her as she reaches towards her ears, and her hair like starts to kind of lift up a little more, and you realize that like you don't actually see the tops of Miri's ears very often. As her hair kind of like moves, and you see she's got like quite a few piercings around the back of her ears, and she pulls out two small little like kind of dull metal rings that are in two small piercings in her ears. And she pulls them out, and she hands one to each of you and says, these are one of the few things that I brought from home with me. I have two on this side, and I have two on this side, and my mother has them too, and it's sort of all of the women in my life have them, and that's kind of you two right now for me. So I'd like you to each take one of these, if that's okay. Even if you don't have the holes for them. That sounds weird. I'm sorry. You know what I mean?
I have holes.
Okay. Well, it's okay. And you can do what you will with them, but they sort of symbolize that connection for me. And one of the other things that I brought with me from home is my staff, which is important to me, and I will lose that should I break this coven. It's where I feel the center of some of my magic is, although not all of it. And it's also associated with home. And so if I break this, I too shall break my staff. I hope that's sufficient.
Yeah. Thank you, Miri.
Okay. Success.
All right.
Blueberry.
So I'm going to have you roll
Yeah.
a saving throw. You can either use wisdom or charisma.
I will use wisdom. That's a natural 20.
All right. So you feel that bond wrap around all of you as you see the staff kind of pulse, and you feel this sense of belonging that engulfs all of you, and the sense of family that just washes over you, this very familiar feeling as the second binding has been set.
Blueberry reaches into her pocket. She pulls out her little
But I had to hit 3.
her little jar of fallen whiskers, and I'm going to offer each of you one of Fry's fallen whiskers. You'd never pull out a cat's whiskers, but you can collect the ones that have fallen. Okay. And so she passes them. Fry is the closest thing I've had to family, really, because my relationship with my sibling is weird, and same with my dad and my mom's dad. And I also feel like this makes him part of our coven in a way by including him and his bits in this. And if I should break our coven, Fry will die. And I would do everything to keep him alive, which is why that's how much I promise myself to this coven.
Wow. I'm going to have you make either a Constitution saving throw or a Charisma
Let's
saving
do
throw.
charisma. 26.
All right.
Nice.
So as you kind of hold hands, you see Fry run laps around the circle as he leaps up onto your shoulder and kind of nuzzles you and dissipates as you feel that third binding being set. I feel like I don't have as much life experience to draw on as all y'all, but
You're doing great, Andrew.
I think I want to give my like dedication to y'all, that I will hold this coven sacred for the rest of my life going forward. So it's I want to give my word. Yeah. And if I break that, then I don't think I'll ever know the truth.
Thank you, Andrew.
Yeah. He's also gonna roll a charisma saving throw. You got a 17.
Okay.
Wish. Towed that fucking line.
As he, like, you can see he's sweating. He is nervous. This is overwhelming. But you feel that kind of pulse. And you see, similar to Shy's magic, but this emanates from his chest. And you watch it comes up from his throat and radiates out around the circle. You feel that around, and you smell the kind of salt air as your mom looks up. Well, I have thought about this
But women are really noisy.
a lot. And I think I can offer my wisdom. I have lived a lot of life, and I have seen and done many things, made many mistakes, and hurt many people. But I have also learned from that. So I offer you my wisdom. And should I break that, I will be outcast again. As she is going to make a wisdom saving throw. She rolled a 19.
Oh, fucking hell. Rough.
As
Could you imagine?
you watch as her whole body alights with that bioluminescence, as it spills out over you, and you see even the sirens in the outer circle start to light up as the fifth and final binding is set. As you watch a string of kelp start to wind around your arms, as it creeps along all of you at the same time, you watch as it binds you physically and then melts into your skin. As your coven is bound, you hear the sirens around you. You must choose a name. Before the end of Bedlam's night.
Okay.
So you have a bit of time.
Okay.
Okay.
If we had a coven, Oi Brevin coven.
As drinks are passed out,
Yeah.
the music kind of swells, and they all sort of bring themselves in and begin to dance with you under the light of Estra, this beautiful large blue moon.
I turn to Miri and I go, before everything got serious, what I was gonna say that like if I left the coven, my the bad thing that would happen to me was that my hands were gonna become my feet and my feet were gonna become my hands.
It'd be really bad.
But then everything got really serious, so I didn't do that.
Oh, that's okay. I think it's funny. I can appreciate it now. Do you think it would be better to have a dog with human hands or a cat with a human face?
Dog with human hands.
Yeah,
Because human face isn't that cute. Cat face, so cute.
that's true. It's one of the best parts of the cat.
Yeah.
So, as
Sphinx.
Bedlam's night is taking place, I will give you a bit of time to think about what your name is going to be.
Thank you.
And I would like everyone to leave the room except for Sean Deppner.
Oh! We're gonna go
We're back
name
here.
brainstorm.
Yeah,
Yes.
name brainstorm.
Name brainstorm.
Name storm.
We'll do this on Green Room. Well, there'll be a new Green Room episode.
Hit me
Hey, Tim.
with the question.
Hey, buddy.
It's been a minute. It's really good to be back at the table.
So good. So good, bud.
I'm scared.
As Mark, you awake inside a memory of a kind. You feel yourself, even though the air around you is clear, you can feel that liquid. You know that you're inside the safety of a memory as you sit across from your mother. You feel a deep hunger gnawing at your stomach as you stare at this beautiful feast that's been laid out for the two of you. None of it looks appealing. It's okay, Mark. You eat when you're ready. You're going to need strength for the journey ahead.
I don't think I'm hungry. Thank you.
As you look around, the only thing that seems remotely appealing is a glass of wine.
Tell me about this journey.
Harkoon is going to help you. Go deeper into the layers of memory. You watch as the form of Johnny Built Wrong, the more Harkoon looking version,
Johnny built right.
steps out. Drink, Mark.
I do so.
The copper taste fills your mouth as you feel a renewed sense of energy.
This isn't quite a memory, is it? She and I never had this moment.
No. I wanted to bring you somewhere comfortable and familiar. I think you're ready to peel back, to go into the layer of memory that is stored in the body. I'm gonna go tell them to be quiet.
I will. Oi! We can hear ya! Sorry, Harkoon, go on.
We're going to go into the layer of memory that is stored in the body. It can be upsetting, but know that you are safe.
I'm willing to do whatever it takes to be free of his influence.
I believe we can find the answers in the blood that was shared with you.
Show me.
This way. And he gestures, you see a stone door amongst the bookcases. You have to do it. You have to push through. I need you to make a constitution. Or do you go to open the door?
I would love to make just intuition. What the fuck is it called?
Investigation? Or perception?
I want to
Insight?
Insight. I want
Sure.
to insight Harkoon. I want to know how much I am being used right now.
Sure.
Well, that's a natural 2. We're not going to get much off of that. I was gonna do it anyways. Then yeah, I will.
You're getting stronger, Mark. But I need you to demonstrate that strength if we are to move deeper. If I force you, you could be injured.
I'll do it. I'll try to basically just push the bookcase
As
out
you
of the
go
way.
to push on this stone door, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, not great. 13.
You take 20 points of psychic damage, or necrotic damage.
Fuck. No, I can do this.
Again.
10.
You take another 20 points of necrotic damage.
God, alright.
Mark, we can weaken his hold, but we have to go deeper.
What? Help me to understand, what am I actually pushing against?
You are going into a layer of memory that is not easily accessed by your kind.
Am I breaking into his memory or yours?
We will be accessing his memory through the blood that entered your body. You are going into a part of yourself that is shared with me.
Okay. I understand. Before I tried to, it's like a bookcase?
It's like a stone door.
Yeah.
It looking at it, you know physically you could never push through this.
No, it's a mind game. I would like to try, if I can, to cast Modify Memory to, make this memory more easily accessible and transform it from a stone door into a simple wooden one.
Okay. I want you to make an Arcana check. You can use your spellcasting ability.
You're the best. Arcana. Whoa! I'm a sorcerer. Don't look at that one. I spent a sorcery point.
No way, dude.
Holy shit! Wow. To 9.
Okay.
Mark's been in the goo too long.
You take another 20 points of necrotic damage. We will try again tomorrow. As you feel your body collapse into sleep, you gain the benefits of a long rest. You feel your mother's hand. Mark, you can do this.
Do you know what I'm going to find?
I don't know what is inside that memory, what is inside that blood. But I do know what is beyond that door. It is not for the faint of heart.
Okay. Okay. I think I can do this. We're at the door. I can't change it, but perhaps I can weaken it. I would like to cast, at 6th level, Consume Memories on this mental firewall to try to suck out some of the, mental energy and bolster myself with it. Because Consume Memories eats a memory, turns it into temporary HP. I'm trying to, trying to erode the stone door as if hundreds of years have passed.
Yeah.
Wear and tear has affected it.
Yeah, absolutely. Make another Arcana check.
One of you has to roll above a 10. Okay, there it is. 18.
All right. So as you move towards it, you start to pull away at it as you see this door almost being filed down by sand and time as it slowly dissipates. It feels like days and days and days go by as you concentrate on this door and you watch it slowly melt away with time. Good. I knew you had the strength, but there is more for you to grow.
I would like to try and walk through the whatever's left of this.
You step through as the door has melted away to sand. You walk through into this cavernous hall. The damp stone walls, you see there is just a faint light in the air. There are no torches or anything of that sort. There just seems to be a faint glow along the ceiling that gives kind of an eerie light to the shelving. And the shelves you can see are full of organic matter. Plants, fungus. And as you begin to walk down, you see Harkoon moves in front of you, leading you. You start to move down different forks in this hall, and you start to see there is flesh, organs, and bone, each on their own on the shelf, perfectly preserved, not eviscerated or anything like that. You can see there are hearts that are beating on the shelf. The organs appear to be functioning. These are all memories of the body. Memory is stored in many places, Mark. The more layers you uncover and the deeper you go, the more difficult it can be for your own mind to understand and comprehend and take in. I believe the path to curing your affliction is here. As you head down a hallway, Harkoon stops. You watch as he kind of turns towards a shelf. You can see there is this kind of orb, this globule of dark red, purplish liquid just floating. You will need to touch the blood.
I think Mark is just feeling very old, having sort of endured centuries staring at this door, and I feel like these hallways have just gone on and on.
Yeah.
Time feels hard to parse. That there's this moment where he sort of straightens up to summon his strength, and he'll reach out, take some of the blood onto his fingers, and take it down over his forehead.
You feel the kind of outline of that eye as you draw it down. You feel your body lurch forward. As you feel your feet pounding on the cobblestone beneath you. Rain pelts your face as you turn a corner, and your shoulder seizes with pain as you reach up and wrench the crossbow bolt from your arm. You feel the words bubble up in your throat. Father should have killed that damn thrall. You mutter under your breath. You hear running from around the corner as you see horizon, you see light on the horizon becoming more visible. No. You hear a voice. No use running anymore, Enoch. I escaped your father, and now I want him to feel the pain. As you try to pull yourself up the wall and tear off down the alley, another crossbow bolt grazes your ribs. The glowing strand lands with a thud in a nearby crate, and you can see a thin, glowing rope of light attached to this crossbow bolt. Close one. Close one! You shout as you turn. You see the attacker. You feel the second bolt pass through your thigh. The pain is unimaginable as it pulses radiant energy that scorches your leg from the inside out. You fall backwards with the force of the bolt as it drives itself into the stone, pinning you in place. You see the light begin to spread down the alley. Your attacker, a Drakenweir, strides down the alley, her one arm holding the large crossbow, and the sun at her back as the light creeps ever closer to your prone body. Your mouth filled with bile from the fear. How? You choke out. She smiles as she deftly loads another bolt from a holster on her belt, her dark round glasses hiding her eyes. I found a cure. She aims the crossbow at your head, and suddenly the light vanishes from behind her. As she turns her head confused, you see the eclipse. As the radiant light drains from the rope, you take this opportunity to kick her back, knocking her off balance as you turn into mist and speed away. You hear a distant scream of anger and rage. You pull back into the halls of Carcass, where you were. And you feel something rolling around in your mouth. A name. As your jaw clenches in anger. Vailbix Tolgareth, you spit out involuntarily. And you have a clear image in your mind of this one-armed dragonborn with the dark glasses. Drakenweir, sorry. And you know that somehow she cured herself of vampirism. What have you learned?
You don't know.
I wanted to give you the opportunity to share.
I believe there is a cure. But as long as we're here, I want to find his heart. I want to know what he remembers to be most dear to him.
I do not have his heart.
It's here somewhere, right?
We only have his blood. It entered you. But, Mark, if you can find more basins, we may be able to. The more you find, the stronger you'll be. And we can find his heart in the halls of Carcass.
If we... If I were to put my blood into another, could I experience their memories like this? create a kind of bond like what he did?
I don't know, but I suppose that could work. Certainly if you drank their blood, you would gain some access.
No, not through the vampirism. Through our thing. Can we make a basin of people out of a person?
To draw the memories in that way would be quite gruesome. But it would be possible.
You've never tried it?
I have dined on the flesh of others, consumed memories that way. In my experience, body memories come with a steeper price.
I see. Well, for now, I think I know where I need to go, and go quickly. I have a name and a face, and that's enough.
Good. Your time here, in these halls, has strengthened your mind. The barrier has been fortified. But for now, you should keep your distance from Enoch.
Understood.
Proximity to him for more than a few minutes will start to erode these walls that we have built.
Okay.
And Mark,
Yes.
there are deeper layers of memory. I believe I can begin to show you as you get stronger.
I want to see it. All of it.
In time.
Thank you for protecting my friends.
Of course. As you start to feel yourself emerge from the goo,
Where am I?
you're in your house in Taywin as Johnny's form melts around you. Okay, everyone can come back!
Oh,
There they come.
there's so many animals.
There's so many. The goats are starting to lick up the puddle.
The goats are allowed inside?
So, you, back at Bedlam's Night, the party is in full swing. It has moved into a full kind of party atmosphere as the night goes on. You see there is all kinds of rituals going on. There are gifts being given and exchanged. You see major covens sitting with one another and singing and dancing. It is a very jubilant atmosphere. You can see some of the, you even see some of the witches that came with Hecate are mingling with other members of the major covens. Hecate herself is kind of on her own, but you can see she has a kind of a tea that she has been working on and making, but she is kind of a little bit separate. But you can see she's kind of bathed in that moonlight as well. So, have you landed on a name?
We have.
We have.
Our name for our coven is Familiar Tides.
Familiar Tides. Amazing. All right. So, as the night rages on, you are offered drinks, you are offered drugs,
Yes.
all manner of things.
Shy is live, laugh,
Thistle
love.
take-
You cannot participate.
Shy's
Can't take drugs.
Shy's live,
You never
laugh,
done
loving
ghost cocaine?
right now.
Ghost can.
She is just like dancing and like partying and having a wonderful time. Hair is down and loose. Shy's having an absolute gas.
Yeah, you see the Witch Queen is kind of moving all throughout. She is a wonderful host. She is sitting, she's spending time with individuals. You see she is helping some of the minor covens renew their bonds. You can see she's giving counsel to some of the major covens. You see at one point she's sitting with 2 of the major covens. It seems like they are working through some kind of dispute. As she is kind of mediating, and there is a kind of reconciliation that takes place. It is a place of healing.
Or is Desiccatia there?
Yes, yeah, Desiccatia is absolutely there.
Yeah, I obviously don't go closer. I don't want to be sick when I'm having a great
Yeah.
time.
You can see like there's people dancing with them, and there is like some of the people that are dancing with them look a little sickly, but there is also a medicine that's being passed around
Yes.
from them that seems to be helping with some of that. Like they have these.
That's Blueberry.
like-
She's a little too close.
I think
She's
I
thrown
would-
up in her mouth a couple of
I
times.
like
They are
when you-
offering,
some person dancing and then just crossing the threshold and being like,
and they're giving medicine to kind of help mitigate that. And
I think if Electo and I were anywhere close to each other, I would offer whatever drugs I had in hand at this point. I would offer Electo some of my drugs.
yeah, Electo takes them.
What
and
kind
is
of drugs
taking-
are we doing right now?
Oh, there's all kinds. Literally all
Licking
the drugs
toads.
that you have. Yeah, there's
Licking
toads to be
toads.
licked.
this is cruel.
There is all the drugs that you have come
Drug
across.
Bacchanalia.
Made his bed. That you have come across are present here.
Amazing.
At Bedlam.
If I can, if like there's enough being passed around, I keep little extra samples of them in my bag because I know that
Yeah.
Thistle will want some.
There are folks who are wandering off in the woods together.
Sex.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's sex and drugs.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
There's also a band in the corner playing rock and roll, unfortunately.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Blueberry
music.
keeps almost cheating on her boyfriend. But what happens at Bedlam's night stays at Bedlam's.
Bedlam night.
Witch herpes.
Is Blueberry a woo girl at Vegas? Like,
Yeah, absolutely. Nobody's seen Blueberry like this before.
I love it.
And
Does my mom let loose a little bit?
Yes, absolutely. You see, she spends a lot of time with the sirens. And
Keeps saying, I wish
you
there was a
seeing
big
your
strong
never
tree
seen her cut
somewhere.
loose like this. You see your brother head off
Thistle's
with
being
another
cucked
young.
so hard right
witch.
now.
Seems age appropriate.
Yeah. Good job.
And you do see some of the other, like some of the like it's a woman from another minor coven, I should say. You see one of them is like, we got this. Like we'll keep an eye. Like there's a bit of a sort of a chaperone of like it'll be
Age appropriate. And if they want to smooth, that's great. I love that for them.
Yeah. You
I
see
love that
where
for
their
them.
heads off.
Shy's having just such a I think there's dancing. Like I'm pulling Miri and Blueberry in for dancing. Can Thistle speak?
Thistle is having a
Yes.
miserable time. Thistle is. You've never
Thistle's
seen.
trying to kick rocks and just can't.
Thistle is sadder than when he talks about when
Your
the
tether's
bristle
grown
cone
longer
died.
too. You have like a 250 foot.
I
tether.
go and I find Thistle.
Thistle's just sitting 60 feet in the air, watching everybody, fucking hatred in his heart.
Do you want to come down for a minute?
Do what?
I was just gonna say thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
Okay. You could actually like go talk to people, you know.
Everyone's high,
Yep.
drunk,
Yep.
or fucking.
Yeah, that's kind of what
Those
they
are
do
all my
here.
favorite things, Shy.
Well, now you know for next time. Right?
I'm not so keen on witches.
Well, that's too bad. Because it seems like they're really your people.
You do see there is one of the major covens that does seem to be all about the forest and the green.
Okay,
You see they're kind of like they're decked out in armor and clothing that is like woven with different branches of trees. You can see they've set up a platform in a grouping of trees.
Are there hammocks, Tim?
Yeah, oh yeah. There's hammocks.
What is your coven?
You see A dryad kind of steps over to you. We're all about the green in the forest.
Yes, and your name, your coven name?
Oh, we're Aboriana.
Oriana. It's a lovely name.
Thank you. I'm Hollis.
Of course.
What is your spirit doing here?
I don't know.
It's early. Like, usually the spirits don't come till later.
But there's more spirits that come.
Oh, yeah, that's like the witching hour. That's sort of the culmination of everything.
Oh, and where these spirits come
Is this your first Bedlam's Night?
It is, yes.
Oh my god. Did you just get the wrong message, like you came a little too early? Or?
No, I'm here under special invitation. I left my body behind.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Who invited you?
Oh, the Witch Queen.
Oh my god, like a guest of honor.
Kind of, yes.
That's so exciting.
Yes.
Why did you leave your body behind?
I wanted to join, but I wasn't ready to commit to a coven.
Hey, good for you. Good for you. Know your limits. That's great.
Thank you.
You can always join a coven later.
Exactly. Oh, yes, that's...
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Where do you guys hang out when you're not here?
Oh my god. We, like, some of us are in the Feywild, some of us are in the material plane. We kind of, like, we sort of move in a lot of forests. Like, we generally, like, this is the time we all get together.
Yes.
And,
You just
like,
wanna split apart.
normally, yeah, in the in-between, we're just, like, we just really, like, seeds in the wind.
Oh, great reference.
Yeah.
Like a tree.
So, like, we're in a lot of forests.
All right. Well, I have a big forest.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we could use some witches.
Whoa. Like, what's your forest called?
The Trigon.
Okay. Be serious.
No, I am serious.
But that forest, like, died, like, a long time ago.
I know, we need help. I'm the first warden of the Trigon.
Oh, my God.
I have a big sword. It's not here, but
Whoa. That's cool.
I know. I want it.
So you've got a big sword and a forest?
Yes, exactly.
Amazing.
Would you like to come see it? Sometime.
Yeah.
I could show you.
Oh my god, I
could show
would
you
love
around.
to see the Trigon.
Yeah.
I don't want to go now, because, like...
No, and
it's
I
like-
can't because I'm a spirit.
Yeah,
Yes.
but definitely.
I be honest, I was having a miserable time until I came over here.
Oh.
Drugs, sex, and drinking.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite things.
Yeah, it's like a lot. It's like a lot of Bedlam's Night is those things.
I know
like,
it.
just like party, like celebration.
Yeah, and I can't join in it right now because I'm a spirit.
Yeah.
Do you have spirit drugs? Are those a thing?
Ad Astra might. They are like another major coven. They do like a lot of like Starlight and like stuff like that. Like, and I think maybe some of their stuff has to do with the ethereal realm. I don't know. Like
Maybe.
they might.
Maybe I'll cruise over.
Sometimes they do like dream stuff too.
Ooh.
There's like a dream.
I like to pop into dreams as well.
Oh wow.
And visit people's dreams.
Okay.
Take them for a little sauna.
Huh. You like saunas?
Big into saunas.
Oh wow. Okay.
You like sauna?
I've never done a sauna.
We'll set one up in the Trigon.
Okay.
Yeah, you
This
come.
sounds really fun.
Yeah.
Find me after Bedlam's Night.
All right.
Find me.
I will.
Okay.
Okay. Come.
You can hang out here if you want.
That would be lovely.
I'm gonna go dance. You should come dance.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Come on.
All right.
She takes you down.
I think
what
Shy
was her name
seeing
again?
Hollis.
Hollis.
I think Shy seeing Thistle go dancing is like, yes, good. There is a sleepy coven too.
Yes, there is. Yes.
Drop
She
your pencil.
got them confused. she mixed them up. But yeah, there's Ad Astra who has to do with stars and light. And then there is the where is it?
Down near the bottom of the list.
Yes, I'm the Sendormi, which is dreams and sleep. Yeah, and you dance along with a number of the coven members from Aboriana.
Having a great time. Begrudgingly having a great time, which is
Begrudgingly
the
having a
funniest
great
thing I think is
Fortunately sober.
yeah.
Yeah.
You all see as like the night wears on, it gets to the witching hour, and you notice there's sort of a shift in the celebratory atmosphere as things kind of come down ever so slightly as you see the blue light intensifies through the canopy, and there is this kind of eerie mist that starts to rise, as you see hundreds of spirits moving through the forest. As they come closer, you see the forms of dozens and dozens and dozens of other witches who have passed. As they move to their respective covens, some of them you see move together as one coven.
Do I see any of the witches that I saw in that vision?
Yes, you do. You see your ancestor.
Abilene.
Abilene moves over to the sirens. As you are there is a number of other former coven members. You can see as they all come together, you hear this collective expression of grief and joy as it is an opportunity for folks to reconnect with people that have passed on in this very brief moment. You know that the kind of culmination of Bedlam's night doesn't last very long, but it is this opportunity of healing. As Abilene sees your mother and you and Adri, she smiles. The tide brought you home.
Yeah.
As she pulls you into an embrace, you can feel there is a physical
That's
touch.
so nice.
You notice as well in this moment, you can physically touch. You feel the ground beneath your feet for the first time. As the few minutes wear on, is there anything you'd like to say before?
I would take Abilene's hands and I would look at her and I'd say, more than I think you'll ever know, you've helped me bring my family back together. In more ways than one. So thank you. Thank you very much.
She just pulls you into a hug with your mom.
Cry
and Adri.
in my great grandma's arms. It's great, and I'm really high and drunk, and it's wonderful.
And there is this moment of clarity.
As soon as you become semi-tangible, is it just like is it just?
No, I assume I'm still dancing with Hollis.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, that's strange. I can touch things now.
Yeah. She looks up the moon.
And I kind of like reach out and pat her on the shoulder.
Her hand on your shoulder.
Oh, that's. You don't realize how much you miss it until it goes away. You wouldn't happen to have any drugs on you, would you?
Yeah, she's got some fae moss.
The fucking in your body.
As you start to take it, you see amongst this coven as they're kind of moving towards you, and it kind of intensifies. You know that kind of feeling of the intensity that the Feywild brings and what Feymoss can do. You see very clearly there are a number of elves that are bearing symbols of the Trigon amongst this coven. And you see their spirits as there is a moment of recognition as they smile and they come towards you and embrace you.
I'm gonna try and fix it.
Thank you. Thank you for preserving our memory.
In this moment where everything is like connection and all this stuff, I would like to see if I can perceive what witches that are alive, that are currently here, are drawing on the hearts in my chest.
Okay.
Whoa.
I want you to make a perception check. This will be at advantage.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. With all of this kind of energy that's flowing, this magic that's flowing, it's just very vivid and bright.
If you roll badly, just ask me to pass it.
I mean, you might be able to just do it with your passive. If it's bad.
It's better than my passive. 21.
You
That's
see,
good.
There is a moment, it's very brief, but there is a moment as the drugs kind of culminate and you have this vivid intensity. You see all of them. All of the members of this coven have this connection to you. This thin green light that radiates out of your chest into all of them. And it's intangible, but there is this moment where you realize this coven draws on all the hearts. Mm-hmm. And there's this moment of clarity and understanding as the light of Estra shines bright. It then fades.
Estra is in charge.
As
of the dead
we watch as the spirits begin to fade themselves and the final goodbyes are said. And there's this cheering that erupts, this sort of swell of jubilation as Bedlam's night comes to a close. And you all head out. And that's where we're going to take our break.
Yay! I told you Estra's up to something. You guys all said I was crazy.
No one said you were crazy.
All looked at me
I'm
like
gaslighting again.
you all looked at me like I was crazy.
Esper's definitely said it.
No, you're right. We did say
We will be back after a short break, so grab yourself a snack, grab yourself a beverage, and we will see you soon for part 2. Okay, bye!
Bye.
A Sin Eater's job is far from an easy one. The afterlife is broken, fractured by old magic, ancient pride, and promises never meant to be kept. For the dead to move on, their sins must be consumed, taken into another, and carried away. Atop the hill, a Vagrius manor awaits, rooted in rot, dressed in ivy. The Evagrius family lies scattered across cold stone and silk sheets, each bound by the sin that shaped their life. For a Sin Eater, each death is a question, each ritual a choice, forgiveness or damnation. Some rage against their fate, some beg, others, they welcome the silence, but none can pass on without the Sin Eater's hand. And the Sin Eater, they carry it all. Grief, regret, guilt, memory. The taste of what lingers, all in the pursuit of absolution.
I know that when I do pass along these notes, I will cease to be.
There comes a time in everyone's life where they must choose, weighing the options before them to help them carve a path ahead. These decisions are often fraught and complicated, especially when the allure of power sits just outside your grasp. What would you do if told that you were meant to change the world? Would you carry your title proud and strong? Would you eschew your role, shying away from your foretold purpose? And how do you do that if it means challenging everything you thought you knew about your morals, your heritage, and most of all, the way you love? With the great divine war just behind us, we find two mortals on the cusp of divinity, grappling with what it means to be truly human, deeply flawed beings in a deeply flawed world on the precipice of the unknown.
I'm Gina Susanna. and I'm playing Ever Halassian. And I'm not the God Killer.
I'm Yanis Vessels, and I'm playing Rake, the Void in Flight. And I am not the God Killer. Not yet.
This Blackwater D&D podcast series is Balance. My name is M. Carlson, and once again, I'll be your god, or your game master. While this game is still a duet, we've decided to expand our horizons and broaden the universe of our cradle, and we'll be welcoming new voices to our table as beloved characters throughout the story. This tale takes us back, long before the end of the universe, to a time where we begin to explore and understand old divine wounds that run so very deep, and what happens when love is caught in the middle. So bring your talons, your incense, and your family secrets, because you're going to need it. God Killer Balance, sponsored by Hero Forge and Moonbeam, comes soon to wherever pods are cast. Until then, heretics, be safe.
When the world is in trouble and you don't know what to do, gotta call Blackwater and they'll kick some mess for you. So pull up a chair because you're welcome at the table. Come watch us save the multiverse. So turn up the TV and come watch some D&D. Blackwater, we'll roll some dice for you.
Mabel. All right. So as you all head out of the Sage Marsh, you return to your body. Esper, you see them all kind of emerging sometime later.
Shy is wasted. Absolutely.
So is Blueberry.
Like,
There is like a healing effect that you're noticing as you come out, that like your hangover is reduced.
I'm also eating a full rotisserie chicken.
Whoa. Over the sink?
Over the sink.
Yeah.
No shirt on.
I was just gonna say like housing a rope chicken over the sink. Crying just a little bit.
Yeah.
Grippy.
Yeah.
That's why you're over the
That's why,
sink.
and you're no shirt on. In case I get
Like
drippies.
this guy's never housed a chicken.
Wearing one shoe and one sock, but on the wrong leg, not on the same foot.
Yeah.
As the Witch Queen kind of invites you to stick around afterwards, knowing that you are going to spend some time training, she also lets you know to full on, like, to take on the responsibilities of becoming a witch and things like that. It's going to be a longer training, but that she knows you have some obligations before you, so there may be a break before you come back and finish your training.
I would, we would still have kind of like the rest of the evening before we would kind of be.
Everybody seems to be heading out. It's like, it's the next day.
Oh,
Like,
it's the next day.
morning. It
Right.
goes all night.
Okay.
What time's witching hour? 4 a.m.?
I would kind of look at everyone. I'm gonna be staying here for a bit with the Witch Queen. I've got some things I want to learn, but I'm really grateful y'all are here. Thank you for coming.
I'm staying too.
Cool. Miri's trashed. She's absolutely ripped. She's
Miri's on the floor.
Using the medicine.
She's got one hand like under her robe. She's got like 12 Jello shots on her arm that she's smuggled out of there for no reason.
Carcass comes over to you. Would you like to depart with us?
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you.
Great.
Is everybody leaving?
Mm-hmm. It's exactly what you think.
I kind of give Esper.
Phone down by a muscle wizard.
I kind of give Esper a pat on the
Muscle
arm.
witch. Muscle witch. I'm so sorry.
Have fun with your witches.
Yeah, have fun.
Have fun.
You're all being fucking weird. I'm gonna leave.
Bye, Esper.
See you, Blueberry. The only normal interaction. This Drax
comes over, like give you neat, like stay in touch,
Olive.
and she gives you an acorn. Just like grow that.
All right.
And then you'll be like, I'll know.
Okay.
And then like knock on it 3 times.
All right.
And I'll come. Okay, like when you're ready.
All right.
To have me over. Okay.
Okay. I gotta like clean up a little bit first and like organize.
Of course, whatever. Like no rush.
Yeah, all right.
But like don't leave it too long.
Oh no. I mean, it'll take some time for the tree to grow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like you can make it grow faster, right?
Of course.
Yeah. You know.
And in my head, I'm like, can I?
Yeah, I can.
If you can, like
I can.
I can give you.
No, I'm very powerful.
Okay, cool.
Very powerful.
That's what I assumed, but like maybe.
You know how like the moon blew up?
Yeah.
And all the magic went back into nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
I
me.
felt that.
That was me. Also me.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't blow the moon up. That was my friend's mom.
But he could have if he wanted to.
Thank you. Yes.
Do you want some medicine?
For what?
Just to help kind of bring you.
No, I feel great.
Okay.
I just didn't make any new friends last night.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
I didn't either. It's okay.
That wasn't meant to be everyone. Miri just turns around and faces away from everyone else.
But yes, I will plant it and then grow
One thing
it,
about Blueberry,
and then
she's always
knock
behind
on
you.
it.
Like you can be a sapling.
She's
and even not
listening.
hear it.
No, I'll grow it nice and big.
Okay.
The three types of drunk girls: live, laugh, loving,
Yeah.
absolutely ready to pick a fight,
Eating a chicken.
eating a chicken. We're the perfect coven.
Yeah,
this
clubs
is-
that I've seen a girl housing a full barbecue chicken outside
This is
of
practical magic.
You've never seen it?
No, I've seen it.
What kind of shitty clubs have you been going
So
to?
many times.
Endless times I've seen
Never
that.
seen someone with a sleeve dog?
Sometimes there's a group of them. They're all around the same chicken.
Yeah.
It's not always
horrible.
chicken. Sometimes it's like a poutine out of
those full donaires.
They stole the
You get two of them to spin it, and then the third one goes, ah, and shaves it.
I saw a group of them full Christmas turkey, and it was April.
As you all kind of make your way out of there, you head off with. Do you head to the
Trigon.
Trigon, great.
Yes.
So yeah, you kind of all go your separate ways. Miri, do you head back to Taywin?
No.
Okay.
No, Miri is gonna go to Cinderfall.
Okay.
Whoa.
So yeah, you head out with. You find another witch who's going to Cinderfall, and you basically hitch a ride.
Cuts to Mark. Guys. Guys.
Mark hasn't quite woken up yet.
That's how best wish
Yeah, it's right at the end.
Mark and the goats.
As we follow you for a bit, as Esper, you head out with the rest of the clan Oddsore, as they all take you back to Wolfar, to the Sisters Mountain Range. It's a few days' journey. They get back to the material plane, and they arrive back in Icemeet, which is kind of at the eastern edges of the mountain range, and then they all hike together as some of them kind of split off throughout the hike. And the Sisters Mountain Range is beautiful. As you travel in this high altitude mountain range all the way from the small port, you spend almost a month with them, kind of passing through small villages that are nestled in the mountains. You travel all the way from Icemeet all the way to the edges of the Orkwood, which is the kind of small forest on the western edge of this expanse.
Through each of the small villages we go through, I would kind of walk around the village and offer healing.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you basically you spend time with a number of different coven members because they all kind of live in their respective areas, and they gather more frequently. They don't just gather at Bedlam's Night. They do occasionally gather. Sometimes some of them, sometimes all of them, for different things. But yeah, you help folk with small tasks and healing. You help go out and collect various plants that help with local medicine. And while you're traveling with Kerkus for a while, you meet a patrol of dwarves from Sirang Dune, who exchange some fine tools for several healing potions that Kerkus has made. You travel a little bit farther south, and Kerkus shows you the kind of ruin of the Great Gate of Weirang Dune. And he tells you the story of what happened there. And he brings you closer towards the Orkwood in the Quicksall Sea. You see the kind of excavation and reconstruction efforts to expand the underport that was connected to Weirang Dune.
I feel like Weirang Dune for Esper is a pretty uncomfortable place because there's so many souls there that are restless and so many die violently and suddenly.
Yeah,
Esper really has to muscle through being near.
It is an intense place to be, and as you learn of the story as well, and how many people were lost in that tragedy, it is quite a sobering moment. You travel with another coven member named Zab for a while, who is a half-orc. And they take you. He takes you to meet some of the clans in the Orkwood, where he helps some of them. He trades with them, and you start to kind of get a sense of how, there's 5 kind of larger clans that kind of occupy the Orkwood, and that which is like, and they're quite isolated. They have some trade with Weirangdun now. You learn about the kind of past hostilities that have now been kind of repaired, and with efforts from folks from Searangdun, there has been kind of a new relationship where they trade a lot of timber for tools and things like that. And you also travel for a time with the elder of the coven and his wife, Borim and Capre. Oddsor, the clan is named after them. And they take you into a fairly remote northern mountain town. It's a fairly small town. It's probably got no more than 100 people. But you run into a familiar face as you kind of you crest the hill, and you're kind of welcomed by a number of folks in the village. As often you have noticed, a lot of these coven members are quite welcomed in these villages because of the help that they offer. But you see a Drakenweir wander out of one of the small huts. Couldn't miss him for the world, with his purple scales.
The Grape Knight.
You see the Grape Knight, Sir Dion of the Sisters.
Grape.
As he looks at you.
Sir Dion,
Esper Declan.
I see you using your newfound freedom well.
Yes. I have been trying to find remnants of my family. So I've been traveling from village to village through the Sisters, seeking answers, and I kind of liked it here, so I've been here a little longer. You see there's a woman kind of standing in the doorway of the hut.
I give him like a knowing smile. Well,
What brings you all the way out here?
traveling for a bit. I think during the travels, I spoke a lot about the re-emergence of the Trigon and like building that knowledge as far as I can. The Trigon has returned, and Thistle is the lord of it, and so I am helping out in making it a positive part of the world.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. I can see you've found a home here, but you're always welcome there as well. Once
Thank you.
it's built, because it's kind of just, I think it's just dead trees right now.
Well, now you know where to find me. Should you ever need help, my offer still stands.
I appreciate that.
You should have dinner with us tonight.
I would love that. That sounds really lovely. This is a lovely surprise.
The last person I would have expected
Yeah.
to see cresting that hill, but feels good.
Yeah, it does. Trying to get out more.
It's a wide world.
It is, and for a very long time, I had a very strict tunnel vision. Never looking back, but not really ever looking forward either.
I know that feeling.
Yeah. Dinner. Let's have dinner.
Come. And he invites you over for dinner for the evening, and you have a wonderful spread. He's roasted a whole goat. It's delicious. They have really wonderful ale that they grow up here, or that they make up here. And yeah, you just have a wonderful evening with the Grape Knight and his wife. And you learn you learn a little bit more about his history, some of his exploits, and how he has really settled in, and some of the things he's discovered while he's been here and in his travel. That at some point there was a purple Drakenweir clan in the Sisters, but they were effectively lost at some point in his, he was found as a child, but they never found the rest of his clan. So it's a lingering mystery even within the kind of villages of the sisters, and he has started to like investigate to try to piece together what had happened. But
It may be almost too fortuitous, but there are places where you can kind of slip through the cracks and end up in the Feywild.
you think they ended up in the Feywild?
The last group of people who mysteriously disappeared and it was us. We slipped through and ended up somewhere called Hop's Gulch.
Huh.
If that's possible, it could have happened up here, especially with, all the coven. There could be a tie.
I never thought about that.
Clans don't just up and disappear unless something pretty intense happened. And
Right.
this is the more hopeful of the theorems.
Will you keep an eye out in the Feywild or an ear to the ground?
Absolutely.
If you find anything, I would very much like to know.
I will have a look, yeah.
The Feywild. And you said that the time has realigned.
It has. But there's no saying how much time has passed, if that is the case. Because it hadn't. It's been quite recent that the time has realigned.
But if I go there, I won't suffer any ill effects if I go and come back.
No.
All right. Oh. Thank you.
Of course. Take this as you will. Sometimes we are so focused on what we think we're looking for, we don't notice what we found.
Kind of looks over at his wife.
Don't get blinded by the journey.
It's a good point.
I'll keep an eye out. And I'll put word. And if you want to travel to the Trigon, you and your wife are most very welcome.
That would be lovely. We've been meaning to take a honeymoon.
Well, I can't say the Trigon's lovely this time of year, because again, I think it's just burnt trees.
What about you? Do you ever intend on setting down roots?
No. That's not my path.
I'll let you in on a little secret. I didn't think it was going to be my path either.
I'm open to being surprised, but...
Good. Good. Pours you another drink. As you continue on, you spend a bit of time in that village with the Coven Elder. And after about, probably about a month and a half, the Coven Elder comes to you. Kerkus has joined at this point as well. We would like to invite you to take a journey with us.
I would be honored, yeah.
It was Kerkus's idea, but he would like to give you something as a show of gratitude to you and your journey with us and your help that you've offered. A kind of token from our coven.
The help was offered freely, but I appreciate the token.
It is a gift, not payment.
I accept.
We will set out in the morning. Pack some warm clothes.
Okay.
As you get some sheepskin and stuff like that. The morning comes.
Oh, Esper's returned to his Goothstrom outfit with the deerskin coat.
As you are invited on this kind of final journey in your time here in the Sisters, the rest of the Coven members are there in the morning with you. Kerkus, Petra, Zab, Borim, and Capre. As Kerkus lets you know, we're going to climb Mount Siral.
Great.
It's the tallest mountain in the Sisters. As you kind of gaze up.
Esther's going through a breakup and he's just gone to the Himalayas.
100%.
But
It's
he's so white.
We're going to show you where the earth meets the sky. So it takes 2 weeks to summit.
A lot of fun singles up there.
There's a little mingle party.
As you travel through higher and higher, and you arrive near the summit, and there is a kind of small cave you find up there with a stone fire pit. And it is getting close to evening, but it's very cold. The air is very thin. You're exhausted at this point as everybody kind of moves into this little cave, kind of huddled together. A little fire is lit as the sun is starting to set. It's not fully set yet, but it's kind of getting there. And you can feel, as you're kind of all gathered there, you watch and you can feel the kind of snow kick up and the wind start to howl outside as Borum kind of looks around. All right. Now, it is time. And everyone links arms, kind of look at you. As you link arms with them. As you begin to move out of the cave together. Feel the ground beneath us. The stone will hold us against the wind. As you all move out onto this ledge, you can feel the wind sort of pushing this whole group as like you watch as the other members of the coven, you can see the stone beneath them almost sticking to their feet as they move. As I'm going to have you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
This is just a Wim Hof thing.
That is a 9 total.
Okay. You start to feel yourself kind of getting picked up by the wind as they're holding you tight, but you're not feeling that kind of stickiness in the same way as you get all out on, like, very close to the edge of this thing.
I like to imagine that the stone is lifting, but it's passing through.
Yeah.
Like there's not enough.
It's not quite catching yet. As you see, Borum kind of looks, everyone sort of huddled together. He goes, "Behold!" And he looks up, and you all look up, and you can see the kind of clouds swirling around. And there is a kind of haze through these clouds as the wind is whipping across your face. It's like a hurricane. As you can see, distorted amongst this like swirling clouds, you can see what looks like a floating city in the kind of haze at this island just beyond the clouds. As they all begin to yell into the wind, you see this and you look down momentarily and you can see the stone has risen up almost like greaves around their legs. I'm going to have you make one more wisdom saving throw.
Don't fuck it up.
At advantage.
Advantage? I'm not very good at
Don't
wisdom.
fuck it
I'm
up.
gonna get
Fuck
fucked
it
by
up.
Second.
It wasn't your wisdom that was the issue last time.
Fuck, you fucked it
It's a
up.
13.
Okay. You feel the earth coming up to grab your ankles and your feet, and you start to feel that connection to the ground as you watch as the stone kind of creeps up your legs and you're pulled back down and you feel rock solid as you stand on this ledge, as you let out this yell alongside them, as they yell at this city above, at this kind of mass of clouds and wind. And as the sun finally sets, the wind dies down as they all begin to laugh almost hysterically.
In this, not for anything in particular, not trying to get any of the effects of the spell, but I am going to cast Ceremony.
Yeah, just for vibes.
As a part of this process, I just kind of...
As you do that, you feel the stone creep up your legs like greaves, just like they are.
Very cool.
And there is that moment you also notice that like almost stone-like bindings kind of form around where your arms are linked. And as the ceremony ends and the sun sets and the wind dies down, you watch as they kind of crumble to pebbles around you with that laughter. As they bring you back into the cave, you can see their faces have got kind of wind rash. You feel your own face is tender as you see they kind of light the fire up once again. As Caracas has carved stones that he brings out and lays them in the fire pit. I've noticed the iron shield on your back.
Yeah.
Iron is of the earth. I want to give you a brand.
I would be honored.
Borum would like to give you a tattoo. There are stories of great iron dragons that once called this range home. So it seems fitting.
I met one. I consider one a friend.
How fortuitous. The brand that I would like to offer will flow into the tattoo, and it will be a representation of the binding of iron and stone. Do you accept?
I do.
Please take a seat by the fire.
I sit down.
The brand will only hurt for a moment, and then the nerve is gone.
I think I'll be okay.
As he starts pulling out the hot stones, you watch as there is a kind of like stone covering that covers his hands as he does this, as he begins to brand a triangle that kind of sits around that iron plate in your back. As you feel the kind of hot stone working its way around. But again, the pain is almost instant and then it goes as the nerve is burned away. And as that is done, you feel he kind of lays medicine down on top of it. And you can feel the kind of healing that's working as Borum comes over, and you can see he pulls out a very thin stone needle and begins to tattoo up your back and up in behind your ears. I'll let you describe what you would like that to look like.
I think I'll describe it once I return and everyone sees it.
Yeah.
I think. So
Absolutely.
he definitely has. I think because is it like a thing where it's magical or is it like an actual tattoo that takes?
Actual.
So this I think has been being worked on since pretty early in the journey of like he just asked for the tattoo, not expecting any sort of extra level, and then this is like the final touches and like the additive properties. So yeah, I'll describe it once.
Is the brand just the brand they give to the Yellowstone guys? You just get the Yellowstone cowboy brand?
I don't watch Yellowstone, so
Neither do I.
don't know.
As you have received the gift of stone.
Dope.
So when your shield is activated, stone spikes shoot out, dealing 2d6 piercing damage to any enemies within 5 feet of you.
Oh, cool. Okay. Very cool.
2d6, that's awesome.
Yeah, so it's like, as you spend the night up there at the summit, and in the morning they begin their trek down, and Caracas guides you back to Icemeet, where you can get a boat back to Taywin, and that kind of brings you to the end of the time jump.
Yeah.
As Caracas brings you to Icemeet to kind of see you off.
Thank you for taking me on this journey.
It was quite enjoyable traveling with you.
It was needed.
I'm glad.
You and the clan are always welcome at the Trigon, and if you're ever in Taywin, make sure to visit.
Likewise, should you find yourself in the Sisters.
I may be doing some diplomacy with Weirangdoon, so we'll see.
Well, I sincerely hope you let me know.
Sorry, Tim, you...
He's giving vibes.
Okay.
He's giving vibes.
And
he's a dwarf, so you gotta look down on him.
Yeah. I will, like, gently smile.
It would be good to see a friend.
He kind of nods his head. Brings you into an embrace.
Give him a hug.
Yeah, and pats you on the back. Be safe.
Middle back, lower back, upper back.
Well, he's a
low
dwarf,
back?
so it's right on the back.
So it's kind of low.
It's a low back. It's a low back.
But
He grabs...
grabs
Two
all the
hands.
Two hands.
You as well.
And I will
As
board
you-
the ship.
Yeah, you board a pretty large sailing vessel loaded up for trade, and you begin your journey back to Taywin. While that has been happening, you travel back to the Trigon,
Yes.
where you find Theomir
Yes.
and Phyllis.
Yes.
As you kind of return, Theomir, I'm so glad to have you back.
Yes. Sorry, it's been very busy.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm well.
How's the?
You can
Trigon
see
coming?
his form from the last time you see him. He does look younger,
Oh.
and he looks stronger, and there is kind of a more youthful quality to him, and even his elven features are more pronounced than the last time you saw him. As he moves with more kind of agility and grace, he still has that kind of there is sort of a tree-like, bark-like quality to some of his skin, but it's almost kind of receded around his face proper. Now, I believe we have some training to do.
Yes. A couple questions quickly first. It's been a while since I've seen you, but heart is good.
It's recovering remarkably well.
All right. And it's currently still in the original location, or have you started relocating?
No, it's still in its original location. I
right.
think trying to relocate it might be
Too soon.
too soon.
Yes.
But
Well
it is-
guarded, though.
Oh yes, and you're there. You're it's there.
It's in the Trigon again?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not in the weird.
No, that's the heart of the Yasil. Was in the
Trigon.
Bristlecone.
Yeah, but the heart of the Trigon was in the weird Shadowfell in between, right?
Oh no! That happened immediately after. That healing took place right after the moon blow up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That kind of reset things. So
All right.
it's a part of the Feywild now.
All right, amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But the trees around it, you can see the forest itself is starting to come back with life. And the trees that are closest to the heart have grown the most.
All right.
Kind of angles out.
I would go right up to the sort of where the growth is the best.
Yeah.
And I would plant that little acorn right there.
All right. Did you get that from a dryad?
Yes.
Oh, you've been busy.
Well, I figured, we need we need people to come and live here.
Of course.
And they are a member of the coven of the Aboriana.
Ah.
And I saw some of your ilk during the witching hour.
Really?
Yes.
Witchcraft covens were forbidden
Were they?
in my time.
Were they?
Yes.
So this must have been very early on.
Perhaps secretive.
Yes, maybe. But I figured,
personally have no problem.
Good.
And then I kind of look at Phyllis.
Because witches were not a thing where I was from.
But you don't have a problem with them?
No, of course.
All right.
Of course I have a problem.
Of course I have a problem with it. No, I never gave it much thought.
All right.
I don't really know much about them.
They're kind of like druids with more steps.
Yeah.
But
I've really opened my heart to druids.
thank you. Oh, him, yes, of course. There is another matter that we should deal with.
What is it?
I told...
Also, this new body.
You like it?
It's interesting.
I feel more me than I felt in a long time.
Good. I hope it serves you better than the last.
Well, it'll serve me, and then I'll move on to the next one. All right, so I kind of told the queen that I would give her an answer in 3 days as to where I'm going to take my seat, which court, and that was about 2 months ago. So we should probably let her know, or should we just not talk about it?
Maybe send a missive. It would maybe be unwise to
Anger her.
snub the queen.
Yes. My
She
only
may already be a bit.
She'll be a little peeved already, yes. My concern is I feel like they will make a lot of moves on the Trigon, try and put me under their thumb if I join their court.
Right.
My hope was to join either neither court or both courts, so I could sort of sit apart. But no one seemed very keen on that.
Where have you landed?
I kind of don't want to be part of either.
All right.
And make my alliances as I will with individual members. But I do fear that the lack of an answer will become a problem. Maybe I should wait till Esper gets back. He's very good with this stuff.
It can be tricky.
Yes.
The court, the Senelise, it was preceded by another court, the Avalis court, and the Podrima was preceded by the Rhinath court. High families of the Trigon at one point held 3 seats and the kingship of the Avalis court. The seat of the court was here. They may seem like fools, but I can assure you, you must never underestimate their willingness to hold on to power.
Well, that's my problem. It's not that I think they're fools, but rather that I feel as though they will make moves to try and diminish our power and use us for their own gain, rather than give us the time it takes for this forest to recover.
It's quite possible.
How did we occupy 3 seats before?
Well,
Was it split up into 3 separate courts?
yes. Well, no, there was 2 courts, but we held 3 seats here because some of the older, more noble families angled themselves and politicked their way into multiple seats. It was...
At the height of the power.
Yes. I never was much given to court dealings. I came from a noble family, but not one of the more powerful families. So a path to the court was never in our ambitions.
Interesting, all right.
But you haven't scorned any of them individually.
I don't think so.
That's good.
Did I?
If you're not sure, you can always play ignorant.
I mean, I am pretty ignorant.
Good.
All right, great.
Use that. Can be an advantage. But if you haven't scorned them, they have no grounds to invade.
No, nothing so serious.
That's good.
I was maybe a little bit...
We can buy time.
All right.
And certainly, from the sounds of it, you've certainly secured some allies.
Yes. My beautiful boy is 100% in line with us.
Good. The Moonlit Prince, you said?
Yes, Nash.
Yes. That's good.
He's kind of like a son to me.
Yes, you said that.
I don't know.
You said he was your son.
Not biologically.
Yes, no, I knew that.
Yes, his father was a king, and I'm sort of like a god. So, on par.
Step up.
See. Well, I'm
not.
Then for now, I would play ignorant.
All right.
String them along.
Pretty good at
as
that.
long as you can.
Maybe I should have a chair commissioned and just sort of say I'm waiting for the chair to be finished.
It's a great idea.
Before I place it.
And you're fickle about your chairs.
Well, I can't have it made out of the wrong kind of wood.
Exactly.
And the aesthetic is very important to me.
And surely the first 3 will be too uncomfortable.
Yeah, one is too large, one is too small. Yes, one is too soft.
Oh,
many reasons.
Exactly.
All right, yes, that's a good... I'm waiting on the chair.
String them along.
All right, perfect.
That will give us time. The forest is growing remarkably fast.
That's fantastic news. Also, the Witch Queen draws a lot of her magic from the heart. I don't know if you're aware that the witches use the hearts
I did not know that.
as their font of magic.
I didn't know that. That does make sense that they...
Not that they take away from the magic, but
No.
it doesn't make me uneasy. I will be honest.
It makes sense why there would have been witches of the Trigon, perhaps hidden
And
away.
the Witch Queen did us a great service by protecting the woods while the heart was vulnerable.
Really?
She hid the sword and made sure that it didn't fall into the wrong hands.
I would very much like to meet her.
I think that could be arranged.
Good.
But yes, training.
Yes.
I need to learn to be both a fighter and a nobleman.
I must say, Thistle, it brings me so much joy to see you wielding Oakheart.
Thank you for making me trustworthy enough to send me on this endeavor.
You made it quite clear the day I met you. You were to be trusted.
Thank you.
Now, it's been too long since I practiced my footwork, and I can tell you haven't handled a sword very much.
No, not at all.
Yeah, it's backwards in the hilt there.
I'm holding the pointy end.
Well, no, the scabbard is...
I was going to say, I don't know how you would use it if I...
It's all right. And you watch as he grabs kind of a long branch from one of the trees. As he runs his hand across, the bark kind of peels away into almost like a rapier as like roots kind of spring out around the handle. As he kind of points it at you. And you see this kind of green energy pulse down the wooden blade. Strong as steel. Now, and he slaps your leg.
Ow!
Stance.
All right.
And he starts showing you the kind of basics of swordwork stance and starting to show you maneuvers, and you wind up training with him for about a month.
Amazing.
Big montage.
Yeah, absolutely.
But does he make me do like weird shit too that I don't understand it?
Absolutely.
But then later on, I'm like, ah.
One of the things you have to do every morning is there's like a stump that he needs dug up. And every morning you have to go out there and continue to dig up this stump. And it takes you a month of just like, it's a big ass fucking stump.
And in the big fight, the guy does a low kick and you go to dig the stump.
Yeah, exactly. And then sometimes in the morning he makes me go to a river and catch 2 fish and put them on my feet like shoes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He, at one of the days...
And then he comes by and he's like, what are you doing?
He has you
and
stand...
I'm like, I thought you said.
He has you stand out amongst the trees like a tree.
I'm really good at that part.
As birds land on you, and you just have to stay perfectly still.
Yeah.
He has one day where he literally has you dig a hole that's about as deep as your waist, and he fills it in with dirt and waters you. You really don't understand that day.
This is the.
But you.
I'm having the best time.
Every day you
Live, laugh, loving.
During this time that Thistle realizes he might not be Nash's dad, but he's the dad that stepped up.
I think it's during this period that he realizes that, like, he needs to do drugs usually to feel this, like, level of insanity. And it just exists in the norm with the Aberrant. He is just thrilled.
Yeah. As you learn another maneuver.
Oh,
of your choice.
Plant self in ground.
Plant self in ground. Big stump.
That's all of them now, right?
Reduce speed to 0. You are immobilized.
And
can't photosynthesize.
You have like one of the evenings. Nash does come to visit, while you're there, and you introduce him to Theomir, and you have a lovely evening. And he brings several kind of gifts of different things, and some plants that you can plant here, right? Because his kingdom kind of borders the Trigon.
I knock on the tree 3 times as well.
Oh yeah. As it is, by the end, it's fully a sapling.
Yeah.
As you knock on the tree, and Theomir just kind of like, Elise and I are gonna go for a walk. As they head out into the forest.
You put a sock on the giant tree.
As like you watch, it's sort of horrifying because it's such a small sapling. As it just like splits apart as Hollis comes through. Hey, I heard you knocking.
Hi, how are you?
I'm so good.
Where are you coming from?
Oh, I'm just...
Were you in the tree the whole time?
No. I was in a different part of the Feywild.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, welcome.
Yeah, well,
to my forest.
It's through.
I mean, it's not mine. You can't own a forest.
I mean, like you said, you're like the Lord of the Trigon.
Yes, but you can't own it. I'm the steward.
Of course.
The keeper.
Yeah, of course. You can't. Yeah.
The trees belong to everybody.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. Have you met my beautiful boy Nash?
Nash is not there. Is it? You did it on the same day?
Same day.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. This is the stepdad who you've just gotten, like, you've just been like, all right, we're good. Being like, meet your new stepmom.
This is the stepdad who stepped down again.
I have a mom. I thought you were dating.
He's so confused.
Sorry, I didn't realize it. Oh, I'm not sure what to do.
Well, I met young Horace here when we were in the wood at Bedlam's Rest, and
Bedlam's Night.
That's the one. And she seemed lovely, and I thought you two would get along really well.
Oh, and she goes, oh, yeah, okay.
Do you know that his father was a king, and his mother?
That's wow. Okay. Sorry. His mother's the moon, and he's your son. Like, oh my God, are you?
Oh yes, I'm with. No, we're not married, but I'm with the moon.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Thistle turns into a bird and flies away.
And I went.
Maybe misread this situation. Okay. Hi.
I'll let you two chat. I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna crawl out of my skin.
Holy shit, this is the worst day of my life.
Who is like nearly unflappable. You see him turn, like he's got pale blue skin, he turns the deepest purple. As he is like, ooh.
I think you just ruined an alliance.
Not if it
Yes,
works out. This is a gambit.
Well, let's just make the most of this insane situation. Come. As he...
Can I have the 69, please? I want to see how well they get along. What do I need to roll?
Don't ask
what
for
do I
the
need?
least balanced dice of all time.
You gotta roll.
No, I'm not rolling for them to bang. I'm just rolling for them to have a lovely evening.
We're looking for vibes.
Like a little bit,
okay.
like a touch of chemistry.
Planting
then
seed.
we'll do
I'm
the
looking-
median.
I'm
do the
looking
24.
I'm looking for enough that neither of them hate me for it afterwards.
Give me a 28.
It's a blind date that you leave going, that was pleasant.
Wait a second.
That was nice.
What's the max that you can get on this?
59. No, it's
No,
not.
54.
It's 54.
So the middle, like 27.
Yeah,
27.
27.
Yeah. So what are you saying?
30.
We'll say 27. We'll for a fine. You
I'm
want
gonna
to
roll
do
it.
30?
I think this is
I don't think these
big
dice have
F.
ever rolled above a 21.
No.
That's a 9.
Okay, good start.
Good
Okay,
start.
so 30 it is.
That's a 1.
10.
10.
Good, these are very
What third
unbalanced
there?
dice.
Energy of this whole encounter is, hey, I saw
That's
you
another 1.
They roll
I
so
really like your
weird.
vibe.
They are
Come over and
so
meet my adult
unbalanced. That's another 1. These dice are broken.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
12.
That's
That one took a long
Oh,
walk.
actually, that one's not cocked. That is an up. That's a 7. Okay.
That's good.
So we're at 19.
There's only one left.
You have to get a 9.
You have to
get a 9. You have to get
Eight
a
or a 9.
27.
Eight or a
Yeah.
9.
8 or a 9.
8 or a 9. 8 or a 9. Here we go.
You need to get
the
a 30
worst
for it
dice
to
in the
go
world.
Well.
Where's it going? That's a 5.
You
They have a really bad
Yeah. It's kind of right in that in between where it's sort of a like it's very cordial. Nash is very
You asked for all
kind.
that, guys.
Hollis is very kind. Like they come back. They seem to have gone on a nice walk. They enjoyed each other's company, but it's clear it's like sort of like this is not.
They're not vibing.
This is not a. This is not.
Are you just gonna
happening.
keep trying to matchmake your kid? Oh my god.
As Hollis
Goes back in her tree.
Yeah, she climbs back in her tree. She's like, bye.
It was lovely seeing you again, Hollis.
And she's gone. As, the Moonlit Princess. I'm sorry. What was that about?
Oh, I don't know. I thought you might like a little bit of a prank, a little bit of a laugh.
Is that what that was?
Oh yes, you and her.
Make a deception
Be
check.
honest.
What? It's your game, sir.
There's one hand here that I rolled it, I think it was like 6 or 7 times, and 5 of them was a 4.
Perfectly balanced.
4, 3,
Deception.
4.
That's a 7.
Oh my god. Civil War.
I'm going to invade you now. Going forward.
No more dates.
No more dates.
All right.
If I have certain obligations
Of course.
as a lord of the court,
Yes, naturally.
I cannot go on dates with just anyone. Luckily, I don't think word will get out. But going forward, please don't ever surprise me like that again.
All right. Not with a date. Can I surprise you in other ways, or just no surprises from me? Jesus.
You can surprise me in other ways.
All right.
You often surprise me in other ways. But
I just thought you work so hard, and
I appreciate it.
you seem so. It took me a long time to crack that shell of yours, and you're a really wonderful young man when you get really through the sort of stiff upper lip. And you know, I know that the way things went with your parents might make you hesitant to enter into another courtship.
Unfortunately, due to my station, I don't have the luxury of seeking love in that way.
And how is that? Why? What is about your station prohibits you from feeling love?
I have other things to consider with my affection, optics, and relationships, alliances. These things.
That's your father talking. That's not your mother. She would want you to have love and feel love.
I do feel love. I know that it's a different practice than you may understand or have had any experience with. Life in the court is different. Becoming a lord, it comes with certain obligations that I understood going into it. Yes, I was born into it. But I have always had the option to leave it if I so choose, to renounce my seat, take up life as a commoner. But I don't want to do that. I enjoy my responsibility, and I enjoy looking after my people. It does not mean that a relationship that I find or choose will be devoid of love.
No, that's not what I meant. I just meant it feels like there are a lot of prerequisites that need to make sense on paper rather than what makes sense in here.
I would invite you to open your mind. There are other ways of finding love. Courtship comes in many shapes and sizes. And the path to love looks different for everyone. I appreciate the gesture.
I won't do it again. I do apologize.
It's all right.
I
I'm not upset or angry.
I was very lucky because I found your mother almost immediately. And I've never had to question. So.
If I may offer one thing.
Yes.
Be careful with your affection. Not towards my mother, but I have a feeling that Hollis came here under other pretenses, or a different understanding, perhaps, than what you had in mind. Be gentle with people's hearts.
All right. Well, thank you for coming, bringing all these lovely plants.
Yes.
They're going to grow very well here.
Good.
And I'll have to come up with a different way to surprise you that doesn't involve a date.
I'm sure you won't
Do you like gifts?
I love gifts.
All right, perfect.
I'm sure you won't have to think very hard.
The perfect date.
You are mischievous indeed.
I am a creature of the fae.
All right. I should be heading home. It's getting late.
Yes. Send my best to your groundskeeper.
I will.
If he ever wants to come over and give me some advice on how best to care for all of this.
I'm sure he would love to.
Yes, he's wonderful. All right.
And you see a kind of large, one of those blue stag kind of wander through the forest as he kind of hops up on its back and it takes off.
Incredible.
Oh, that was awkward.
Thamir and Phyllis come back.
He did not like the date at all.
I mean, I didn't realize he was here.
What?
I thought it was for you.
No, I'm kind of with someone.
Right. Phyllis said that, but I did. We were sort of.
I'm very flirtatious. I give off a lot of mixed signals, but I would never follow through on anything.
Well.
But I thought.
The worst kind of person I've ever heard.
I
give a lot of mixed signals, but I would never follow.
I flit through life just leading people on, just pulling people along the street.
We know these people.
Yeah.
I thought that they would get along well.
Boomer thing. That's
Right,
just
well.
problem.
Oh, well. So it goes.
I love
What you
theater
gonna
so
do?
much.
As your time kind of wraps up, you finish your training, this part of your training with Thamir, and you say your goodbyes, and you make your way back to Illume, and then back to
There's
Tailwind.
one more thing I want
Yeah.
to do, and it's going to take all of 3 minutes, possibly less if you just flat out say no. But I need everyone to leave in order to do it because it's top secret.
Okay.
Or I can just message you.
Message me.
Okay.
Message me right this instant.
I'm doing it, and you can keep doing it, and then you can just say yes or no.
As back in Taywin.
You should say yes, but not know what it is.
Yeah, that's
really roll,
always
just
gone
really
well.
roll those dice.
Really roll them bones. As you can message me that, but in the meantime, you all arrive back in Taywin.
We were still with the Witch Queen.
Yes, you are. You partake in your training with the Witch Queen, and she starts to show you the kind of beginnings of what curses look like, and the other the other. It's curses and.
It's just curses. For
It's just
me.
curses. Yeah. She begins to show you the kind of beginnings of curses. She begins to show you.
Potions.
potions and the kind of ins and outs of what it means to be a witch and take on that title officially outside of a coven space, and the power that it can unlock that you would draw from your coven now that you have one. And we'll get to that later. But as you kind of spend that bit of time, you know that there are matters in Taywin that you need to address. I have sincerely enjoyed my time here with you.
God, same.
This has been wonderful. Thank you. I'm very gracious.
I hope that some of this is useful.
It will be.
I think it's bred a brand new blueberry.
When you're done,
She's bad.
your business
Mm-hmm.
in Taywin, come back here, and we'll continue.
You gonna be like big time witch?
I'm gonna be a big time witch.
I love that for you.
Good. And take these forward.
I will. Thank you. It's very helpful. Feeling like I have a bit of that control back. So thank you.
Your binding ceremony was beautiful.
Thank you.
My favorite part was Fry running around.
It's quite special. I've seen many, many ceremonies, and that was one of the best.
Thank you. That means a lot coming from you. You've been doing this a long time, so.
And of course, now that you're in a coven, Bedlam's Night is open to you every 13 years.
We will be there.
I'll be like in my mid-30s. It's fine.
Don't worry. Witches tend to age quite gracefully.
I'm gonna be hot.
You already are.
Is there anything you'd like from me before we head out? I can take you back.
No, just if you see the sirens in your travels, please tell them my biggest thanks, and please pass on and extend an invitation to you for if you'd ever like to come to the material plane to Keshuera, even.
It's been a while since I've been to the material plane,
Keshuera feels a lot like the Feywild in some aspects.
but perhaps I should do a bit of a tour.
Let me know if you're going, and I'll meet you there.
I will. All right.
Thank you.
Shall we back to Illume?
Yeah.
She takes you back. As you head back to Taywin.
Tim, can I do a very quick errand in Cinderfall?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So
You're in Cinderfall.
Miri immediately disguises herself as Garth Hammertoe.
You are like
a local handyman.
You move through the familiar streets. It's like that kind of tropical heat. It's so nice. There is just that kind of like that humidity to the air that you love. As you move through the streets as Garth Hammertoe, local handyman.
Yeah.
A disguise that you've had, like you've kept on for a few weeks while you've been here.
Oh yeah, I've been Garth Hammertoe.
You've been living as Garth Hammertoe.
That's wild.
You're starting to make connections.
You Christopher Walken that disguise so hard.
Disguise.
Disguise.
Whoa. Hammertoe.
Whoa.
Hey, I've got a wagon that needs fixing.
Yeah, and I actually
Garth.
I really lean into being Garth for a little while.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I actually do like help
Is this
some
like
people
squirrel
out,
time?
fix some stuff. Maybe it's a little bit like squirrel time. It's human squirrel time. Garth is human squirrel time.
Tell me, why do they call you Hammertoe?
Oh, I have really messed up feet.
Yuck.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I wish you hadn't told me.
Whoa.
You should have just said a lie.
Who am I talking to?
You're talking
Christopher
to
Walken.
Christopher. Christopher, the guy whose wagon is broken.
Yeah,
Christopher Runkin.
Christopher Walken.
His wagon is broken, so now he's halfling.
So yeah, I fixed the wagon, and all this time I'm kind of like scouting out my parents.
Okay, yeah.
Just keeping an eye on it.
Yes.
And on Monday, which is whatever the version of Monday is, the sort of beginning of the week,
I don't have it right in front
It's
of
okay.
me. My
No
brain's full of
pressure.
holes. I will look it up and I will tell you.
I just didn't want to just make it Monday, but whatever it is, whatever the Monday
only 6 days.
of this
No,
world
there's
is.
7.
We're back to a 7-day week.
It's
Miri would wait outside her parents' place as Garth Hammertoe.
Okay.
Kind of like just fixing a fence post nearby until they go out as they do every morning on the first day of the week to go pray.
Yes, absolutely.
And when they leave, she would go to the house.
Okay.
And would walk around it once and then go find the key that's always buried in under the little flower pot.
It's under the flower pot in like a little pile of ash.
Yeah. And she's gonna go inside.
Okay.
And
You see, it's very much the same from when you left.
she's gonna take a minute to sort of look around, not to find anything specific, but just sort of to sate her nostalgia.
Yeah.
What little there is. And she is then going to cast 2 spells. She's going to, first of all, on the front door, cast Symbol. With the goal of it being triggered if there are any vampires.
Okay. Yeah.
Who try to enter.
Okay.
Secondly, also on the front door, she's going to cast Glyph of Warding. And it's going to trigger when her parents return and cast Sending. And the message that they'll get from, we'll say to Miri's mom, will be, I should know if anything bad happens to you. I'm keeping an eye out. I hope you're well. And Miri goes through the door, returns back into the house, and lights a fire in the hearth, and flame walks back to Talon.
Okay. All right. So you set up your Glyph of Warding, which goes off a short time later as they get the message. You would hear back the other side of the sending. Sorry, we missed you. Thank you. We love you. And I hope you are happy and safe. You're always welcome to pop by. Love, Mom and Dad. As you two kind of make your way through the gate that's been set up to illuminate, and are heading back to the house. Shy, you feel a little pebble hit your shoulder as you kind of look down an alleyway. I'm gonna have everyone else leave. As Blueberry, you don't catch it, you keep heading towards it.
I just keep walking.
Like still talking mid-session.
And it's Blueberry, so she's just
the hell is going on?
yep.
Green room, all of you. Oh my god. I don't know what's happening.
As you look down the alleyway, you see the familiar face of Mal.
I run to him.
Hey, Gills.
Oh, I think I just jump in his arms.
Kind of hugs you. He moves to kiss you.
I do. I missed you.
I missed you.
You're here.
Yeah, sorry, it took me a while.
No, you don't have to say nothing about that.
I've been in the city for a bit, but you weren't around, so I just figured I'd wait.
I was in the Feywild learning how to be a witch.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, speaking, I got something for you. And I would pull out of my bag a bracelet It's like a dark, like phthalo green with black and silver woven through it, and the stone on it is like a piece of tourmaline. And I put it on his wrist.
Thank you.
I can protect you now. I learned a couple things, and well, I'm part of a coven now with my mama and Adri and Blueberry and Miri, so we're doing witch things now. But
I want to hear all about it.
I want to tell you everything.
Let's go for a walk.
Yeah, I'd love that.
He takes you down to the beach. So, what's next?
I think there's a moment where Shy's that like facade cracks just a little bit because she's so happy to see him. And it's perfect and easy and wonderful. And I think that there's like an internal thing of like, I wish it could just stay like this forever and I didn't have to answer what that question was. I think she takes his hand. You know I love you, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mel.
So this is it.
I've been trying for so long to figure out how to hold the two of you in my life. And I have come to realize how utterly and incredibly selfish that is. You came all this way for me.
Yeah.
And I keep cursing that day that I left. I should have just made you come with me.
You didn't know.
I didn't. I think there was part of me that always just expected that if I just loved you both hard enough, that I could just make it work. But I can't force you. And I can't force him either. And I know this terrifying thing is that he doesn't know I'm having this conversation with you. And there may be a chance that I go talk to him and he says no. And I know you won't be there for me afterwards.
No. Sorry.
I didn't expect that, and I would never, ever expect that. Ever.
He takes off the bracelet. Puts it in your hand.
Please, Mel.
You can't protect me forever. Pushes your hand back.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too.
I'm so sorry.
Goodbye.
I'll miss you.
Yeah. And he turns. He walks away.
Shy stays on the beach for a long time.
Okay.
Like, a really long time. And I just cry. the second he leaves, I feel so stupid. So stupid. But I have to follow what's in my heart.
All right, you can all come back. That energy is wild. Okay. That's a wild energy to come into this scene. Oh,
Sorry.
that's
No, sorry.
real mismatch. Yeah.
I'm just gonna take a sec, sorry.
I didn't know what the scene was.
That's fine. You made a bold offer to come back.
It's like when you're dancing in your car and you look over and it's like a funeral procession. You're like,
Oh, as you make it back to the house, you realize Shy is not with
Oh,
you.
shit.
But you see everybody else has arrived around the same time.
My friend.
And
Why are there so many animals?
you hear Mark.
Mark's here.
Mark? Who let goats in my room?
I did.
What?
They needed a room. You haven't been
Mark!
here.
I'll go give Mark a hug. I'm gonna
For
give
some
Mark a
reason,
hug.
Blueberry's
Yeah.
making a compliment.
He's still a little sticky, but yeah, the goats are kind of licking him up a
Mark.
bit.
It's so good to see you.
It's good to.
Are you still bitey?
Yes.
Thistle backs up immediately.
Do you have your jar?
Yeah, the alchemy jug was inside with you, like
was in
an
me?
umbilical.
No.
Yeah,
You.
it was
Harpoon.
It was a harpoon.
You and the jug were in Harpoon.
Yeah.
The hard cocoon.
It was like an umbilical cord.
Okay. Good. So it's good.
All right.
You're saying that so much. You sound like me.
Did you fix it?
No, but
Okay.
I have a lead.
Oh, all right.
I have a lead.
Okay.
So it's just very good to see you all.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
You're acting like someone who hasn't
Yeah.
been here for a couple months.
How long has it been?
3 months.
3 months.
Oh, is that it? Oh, thank God. Okay,
Or did
good.
it feel longer?
Experience the passing of time?
Yes, I've been in shocker memory.
Oh, all right.
Fair on
Okay,
brand.
that makes
Okay.
sense.
Does the name, forgive me if I mess up the pronunciation here, Valbex Tolgareth, anything to any of you?
Velbix Tolgareth.
Tolgareth.
No.
No? None of us?
No one who's here?
No one here's here? Devastating.
Not too, it wouldn't be
Not
too
too
shy.
shy.
Screaming.
Okay.
All right, we have to find.
No, but I wrote it down
What
on
have
my arm.
got,
What is that?
got a name and a face, which means
Name and a face?
I can send.
Oh,
That's
okay.
not how you pronounce her name, but that's
I would like to send to Valbex.
Velbix.
Valbex.
Oh, I wrote
Tolgareth.
Tolgareth.
She has like a bit of a southern twang too.
she sure does.
Yeah.
Oh, she related.
And I'll say it out loud for the benefit of everyone here. Hello. We haven't met, but I understand
Don't scream.
you found a cure. I have been bitten by Enoch. Desperately want help. Best wishes.
Well, that's a name I haven't heard in a while. If this is a trap, I still got some fight.
Oh, she'd be so
Send it.
I'm in ice meat.
Nice to meet you. I'm Mark Dwyler of Best Wishes. I'll be on the way post-haste. Know any favorite spots I might find you?
I'll be at the dry cod.
Dry cod. It's in the dry cod.
Come with your hands up And don't try anything funny.
That'll be tough, because I'm hilarious. No, just kidding. Hands up, dry cod, ice meat. Very excited about this. Vampirism, not my favorite. Oh, thank you. Best wishes. Love you.
I missed you.
Sorry, I put it on a little bit thick there, but I think it's okay.
That was
I didn't see any
Shy
issue
would
with it.
probably.
You're gonna hear back, yeah, I'm not too afraid of you.
It works.
Hey, that's how you lose
disarmed
someone
her.
to a
I
trap.
disarmed her. I
Seem incompetent.
Weaponized.
Shy comes through the door.
I'm sorry, I lost.
I'm alive.
I'm so happy to see
Still a vampire, so, you know. But we're working on it.
Should have just used your passive, dude.
No, I shouldn't, because that's a 23.
As soon as you let me in, I was like, he's gonna try to lick my ear.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Never do whisper.
Shy would go to hug Mark.
Yeah, a big hug.
What, you okay? Are you doing all right?
I'm alive and on a quest
On a
for
quest.
lack of vampirism. Y'all look amazing. I don't know what y'all have been up to.
Shy's still in like dress, like Shy's vibe so different.
Yeah.
Right
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
We've all gone on a journey.
Same.
Blueberry,
Yeah.
you're looking great.
Don't shut up.
Miri's wearing men's clothes and a tool belt.
I love this. Really exciting.
For sure, George.
Hammer toe.
Oh, yeah, you're in your hammer.
Oh, yes.
Of course. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just gonna assume Thistle's seen this disguise at some point when they were like going through her closet. And was
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've helped me practice,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is this the same Goliath, or have you
No,
died a
same
couple
one.
times? Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
same one. I've been staying alive 3 whole months.
Incredible. That's a record.
Knock on wood.
You're
So-
not.
oh shit! You got ink.
I think what Esper's wearing, you wouldn't be able to see a ton of it, but you would see like
Big
the
fucking ascot.
It doesn't come to the front of his neck, it comes like to the side, and like with his armor and the gorget, you would see like the tip very top.
Yeah.
So you would see the ink.
Just a little bit. Very cool.
Stop it. Yeah. I was up in the mountains.
It's French.
Good to see you back.
Is up the mountains like ice meat? Does anyone know ice meat?
Yeah, you were literally just there.
Just there.
Okay, amazing. We have to go back. Is anyone threatening the world at the moment?
No.
I mean, we've been, things have been kind of mounting in the Yasil, and I know Esper's been on the front lines, but I think that was...
Yeah, a messenger arrives pretty shortly after that with a message for you. You can see kind of military uniform. Just so you know, we are hoping to recruit you and, well, all of you.
Hello.
We're mounting a push on Temple Veleno. We've turned the tides in the Yasil, and we're going to make one last push to try and pierce through Yadira's forces to get to her at Temple Veleno. We're going to mount it in 3 days.
3 days.
We can do 3 days. We're going real quick.
Murmur.
Can we count on all of you?
Yes.
Yes.
Watermelon?
Yeah. Blueberry.
How far is Asmeet from here?
I can we can take the portal to the Feywild. You, because you've been there, can plane shift us back to Icemeat. And then I can tree us back here. 3 days, no problem.
Hell yeah! Amazing.
Okay.
This is sick.
Okay.
So you do that journey.
Do you have to
Roll it.
So
No, we don't, because we're going through. Oh, yes, you do.
have to roll the way back.
I can
Emulate
plane
the planes.
shift. I'll plane shift us. Then we don't have to roll.
You've never been to Icemeet.
Fuck. Damn it.
Get to me.
I don't have another pencil to break.
While they're trying to figure this out,
Yeah.
while they're trying to figure this out, Miri goes, beef!
What is this?
Is everything okay? Is the temple doing fine? Or do you
yeah.
need anything? Okay, cool. Keep going.
Who's that?
What's up? Who are you?
This is...
You see a small person who looks a little bit like a child, but real bald right here.
Right in the middle.
Long hair, and just like a little fucking chin just a little chin beard.
Yeah.
This is Beef.
I'm Mark.
This is Mark.
Beef. What's up?
And like he reaches his hand out. And as you take his hand, you pee your pants a little bit.
I peed his pants in response. Prestidigitation. I clean my pants, but don't clean his.
I've never seen one as big as you! And he runs away.
Oh, just tell Josie I need more hair.
You just pranked a hinderling.
That's good for me, I think.
Miri,
Tell Josie I need more hair is a sentence that's never been uttered.
intelligence.
Oh yeah, for sure.
While we're doing our little like,
Yeah.
I would find a moment.
Someone can cast guidance on him
I
as
did.
well.
I
Good.
did. I would find a moment and I would just go up to Shy and I would just put my arm around her and give her like a squeeze and just sort of.
I mean, if you need me, I'm here.
I do.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll find some time.
Okay.
All right. So as you head to Ice Meet.
So awkward when I see all my homies in Ice Meet.
You arrive at this small fishing village at the edge of this mountain range. It is, it's not very populous. You can see there's a small harbor, many fishing boats, many fishing boats kind of out in the bay, or in the water. And you head over to the Dry Cod. It's pretty much the only tavern in town. As you walk through the door, you see, like literally with a crossbow in her one hand, she only has one arm, pointed directly at the door. You see large black round glasses. The figure from the memory, but much older, as the Drakenweir is kind of leaning on a chair.
I'm Mark. What's up?
Show me your teeth.
Hey!
And that's where we're gonna end it tonight.
Tim, the thing I sent you, that's good to go?
Yeah.
What is it?
You just let me know how much it costs.
We'll play that out next time.
No, I don't want anyone to know.
Okay, I'll let you know.
The only person who knows is Adam,
I'll let you
because there's a
plan?
There's a bit that comes with it.
Shocking.
Oh, I don't want to do it if there's a bit that comes with
There's
it.
an affiliated bit.
Your Honor, I was doing a bit.
We will be back next week with an incredible one-shot of a wonderful TTRPG called Doom Song. I'm very excited for it. We're going to play just a bunch of weird little medieval guys, and I'm very...
Literacy not invited.
Exactly. So please stick around for the raid. Also, thank you so much for 100 episodes.
So
Centennial.
I set a goal to blow 100 kisses, and I gave up at 6 because it felt weird.
Fuck any.
I caught two.
It felt
going back to dips.
It felt super awkward. I did a couple of these, and I was like, "This is silly," and I gave up.
Drop all your
I
dips
put-
in the
Giving
chat.
up at 6
Yeah.
is a great number.
I put.
Do we want to hit up 100 dips? Now that
Yeah,
the
100
session's
dips.
over, can we,
No, we don't have
blow
time.
through
We
100
don't have
dips?
time for that.
We can blow through 10.
I can read the list.
Let's just read the chat.
We'll post it in the Discord.
We'll post 100 dips in the
Oh, it's
Discord.
gotta be from the dome.
Dip score. Yeah.
I did put 100 things in my butt, and then I only found out when we got here that none of y'all joined me on it.
Hey, and I didn't lose consciousness because of the insulin.
We truly, this community helps keep us going. We love doing this week after week, coming on here and playing. You folks are the most incredible, and to those of you who, however you support us, whether that's being here every week on the show, on our social media, even as a patron and beyond, for those of you who come to the conventions to see us and all of that kind of stuff, thank you. Your support means so much. We couldn't do this as it stands without the support of this community. And here's to 100 more. So,
Of this campaign?
not of this campaign. Oh my god. So as I said, please stick around for the raid. We're gonna go hang out with something awesome and put your thumbs up, babies.
I'm getting close.
Till the end.
When you want to give your friend a hug and you haven't seen him in a while, but he just came out of the goo and he's still sticky with it, reach out, give him a hug and touch.